moment.
All
Just
buttons are
realized.
pushed.
This will be fine. I'm just gonna tag World of Alterra in my tweet because I forgot.
Fear enough.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all alive.
There it is. Reply. Just put you in the replies. It's fine. I didn't forget.
Is anyone else currently on a big void screen instead of the starting screen?
I'm on the ship
I-
screen.
I was on the
Yeah,
ship
I'm on the ship.
screen.
Okay, I just need to then.
Yeah, but I say,
Refresh.
I'm on the screen that we left on when we were doing like who's here.
Yeah, I'm on the ship screen.
Yeah, weird.
I was checking earlier as well because of I was reading off the titles that Alvina has to somebody again.
So I just had the name tags for the dragons and the Dawn Riser and the Imperial unit, and that was it. Weird.
Weird, yeah. Don't we have that as a screen, do we?
I thought it was some sort of fog of war thing Chris has set up, but
I mean,
Just
I
for
usually
you.
get that if my hardware acceleration crashes.
Yeah, but I said that
Yeah,
sounds
it
like
might
a
be that
hardware
then.
acceleration problem.
This is the fog of war thing Chris has set up.
Yeah.
That is
black
a
instead
lot
of blue,
fog
got
of
it.
war.
Yeah.
I can't see
It's
anything.
such an extreme fog of war, even we can't see ourselves on the map.
Where are we?
One moment.
You're at the bottom now.
Okay.
Ah,
There we are.
It worked! If you know, you know. That's... If anybody in the chat understands the reference I just posted, I take my hat off to you.
Don't get anything to do with the coffee?
No, Black Sheep
No.
Wall was the cheat code in StarCraft 1 that got rid of the fog of war on the map.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it didn't work.
It was the map hack. No, we got rid of some of it because we're on the map now.
Not enough. We don't know what's going on.
It's fine. We'll be fine. We know there's spiders.
Increase the font size.
We know there's spiders.
Yeah.
Oh, we hear at least scuttling things, so can be assumed bug.
Yeah. It's spider because I need to know for arachnophobia related stuff.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where the DM you're just like, no, just spoil it. Trust me, just spoil it.
It's worth the check. It's worth the check.
you've given us the lore previously that the Arcanites had giant crystal spiders to help them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had to do that at the start of the campaign in Geddon. Before
I
the
don't know if I ever
first
gave
session.
you the lore. Previous characters that the players have played have encountered them.
I'm about to say,
Mhm.
I knew nothing about the Arcanites having
But
spiders
that was in
until
a
you just
different
said
place
it.
as well.
So,
Is that either player was aware of them, no idea where from.
Either player I'm aware. Either player have them with another character.
Yeah.
either player have no idea what
I-
you're talking
I-
about. Crystal spiders are cool, so.
I housed them basically. Land War basically.
I'm about to say, it's gonna be a
housed-
land war, right?
Land War basically says he'd help them. Never got round to doing the. I think any one shot to do any help for them, because I believe that one means we would be going into the abyss.
Fun.
Yeah. Copper's
that wasn't a
still
one-shot, that
lost
was
there.
That was an idea for an entire campaign.
Yeah. Maybe the next one. That can be our next one. Land War and the rest of the party go into the abyss.
High level starting campaign.
Yeah. Well, considering I think Land War was.
Level 18, wasn't it?
Yeah. Had his own personal army, copies of himself.
Yep. He's
Also-
on the floor in the right side towers.
It's fine. I can't use my character from that particular campaign because they're enjoying life now when they're not evil. With their
Yeah.
reincarnated sister, if memory serves.
Yeah. You went off to be.
To be a normal-ish person.
Emphasis on the ish.
Still level 18 like paladins. With some severe PTSD. Who is he a paladin of now? Don't know.
Don't know. That should be roughly me. Everything set up.
Awesome.
Need to finish up some little map stuff. I'm going very simple map for this arc because I do not have the skills necessary to depict what I have in mind for this.
It's fair.
So everything is going to be
Fair.
lots of brown,
know.
but just assume a hunting lodge aesthetic inside a space station.
It is
there you
entirely
go.
fair. We did say it's painted metal floors as well.
Yep, painted native
Yes.
floors. If you just imagine that the Enterprise got a like one of those dream other alien blah 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 makeovers, like when they did the fantasy episode.
Mmm.
But it's just Hunter Lodge attire.
Yeah.
Star
I
Trek
get you.
did the fantasy episode.
There was a fantasy episode, yeah.
A few of them, yeah.
And the joke was, oh, Star Trek
You know what?
episode is fantasy.
It's sci-fi. It's
I
different.
also don't think because it wasn't TNG. It was what's the new one that follows? Strange New World. Strange New World.
Hmm.
It's the Pike one, yeah.
Yeah. Pike one's great. They really elevated the like storytelling on that. That's proper Star Trek.
Okay, should watch it.
My cousin could tell you probably everything about it. She's a huge Star Trek fan. I've seen some Star
But
Trek.
I like the last season of TNG. Anytime you can finish the last season.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can because I've been wanting to actually get through all the later series.
Yeah, I get you.
All right. Shall we play some D&D?
Maybe.
Shall we
Yay.
use
Suppose we should.
Shall we use
Yeah.
our voices to create an entire world of our own design?
Yeah.
We have to.
No chocolate factories.
I think that's what D&D.
Oh, we're gods. Yay.
Kinda. It's one person's world and we ruin it. I think it's usually what D&D is, right?
Well, we might be fighting with someone who had a god complex.
I'm not that bad, Jesus.
Not you. Only King.
I also was 100% expecting Ben to say I'm not that bad.
Put a little thing here. Where the
And I
wheel
know
was.
Alvina has a complex of trying to be a god.
She doesn't have a god complex.
I mean, I would have said it, but I was putting the dog out the back. So.
Ah!
Ah,
Damn! So close.
Alvina's got a something else complex.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but one of them.
A problem.
Um,
Alvina has issues. Issues, I think is what Alvina has.
Yeah,
Serious.
Alvina, if was a YouTuber, would totally be a mukbang channel.
Also, by the way, to anybody who is very good at listening, yeah, we have a Neil back.
Yay.
We actually
Yeah.
have Lou Grimm has returned. They are not dead.
Yeah.
And we decided to
Nope.
switch our rescue from Lou to Gwent. Gwent's staying back on the ship for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're definitely the right one to come rescue us because they got all the heals.
They got all the heals. Riding in as a brown horse?
Who knows? Who
Cool
knows?
as Gwent.
Well, also for note, this is gonna be a slightly more relaxed. Well, I said relaxed. It's gonna be a more relaxed, slightly slower, more exploratory arc because I want to do effectively some more spooky psychological horror instead of just outright combat.
Fun. We just
Um,
started a Pathfinder campaign. That's the entire vibe of as well.
Because I need to get prepped because I'm gonna run some Call of Cthulhu games later in the month.
COC is fun.
So might as well start with you guys.
Hell yeah. We have the test bed.
We're the crash test dummies.
Let's see if I still remember how to build an ambience.
Ambiance.
Ambience. Or at least an ambience that is
Time to
simultaneous.
say ambulance.
Oh, we don't want an ambulance for you, Neil.
At least one that is both simultaneously a little spooky, while also allowing for a lot of shit posting, because there's just no way to not do that with the people I play with.
Yep.
Whether it's you guys or other people.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
So what you saying?
Yeah. Alrighty, let's do a quick voice check. You can all remind people, and also, I guess, remind Neil, even though they said they have watched the thing, of what the hell you're doing. What is this large wooden interior that has a bar and tables and etc. that I haven't drawn in yet? Alvina, say hi.
Howdy, I'm Fubane, who plays Alvina Alanor, the problem child of the group. Or one of them, at least.
Definitely one.
We are currently in a place that is a little outpost, I believe it was, right?
It's an astral station.
Astral
It uses a
That was the exact...
well, it's an astral. Yeah, it's essentially just a space station used by a hunter, hunting society.
Yeah, hunting society that has to honor a port to the Oni King somewhere in it, so that Alvina can join a cult, basically. Because it sounded like fun. Why not?
Fair is fair. Zormir.
Hi, I'm Bob. I play Dr. Zormir. We have been brung on this mission by this guy here. He is the one who has convinced Alvina to go
And
out
join a
there
cult.
and find
Join a cult.
and find the thing and join the cult.
Cult.
Lou, you need to work on making sure they're not indoctrinated in a cult. You know, you can recognize the signs. That'll be me.
All right, fuck you.
I'm Ben. I play Fuck You, the Immortal Goblin Bard. Fuck You might know what's happening. Ben is wandering into this with Gandalf's I have no memory of this place.
Use your nose.
Space station, fuck up the Oni King so that Alvina can get shinies.
Fair.
It's about probably all we told. Fuck you.
That makes sense. We'll come back to Lou in a second. Starpoint first contact with a big spider.
Yeah, we're here because Alvina said there was a quest and someone needed help here. We weren't told why.
I told you the Oni King was here.
Yeah, that too. And
I did
potentially
say that.
Void Prime is here somewhere.
Yeah, we
Or
assume.
was here.
We assume.
Issue.
We have no idea on that one.
Either way, it appears to be running on non-Arcanite tech, and that's quite fun. So, at least it was from the outside. That's what I've got.
Running on a lot of
Also,
devices.
Powered by
got-
giant space hamsters.
Yes, I forgot to mention in the recap last week. Death asked me to make a death gun that kills ghosts.
Yeah.
Just
Which we all
in case
forgot
you
about
need to
apart
remind,
from
remember that.
Point.
Yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
I forgot about it. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I wasn't dead at the time.
So right at the start, I was ready to bring it up in the initial recap, and then we just did a whole session of recap, and I forgot.
There.
Yeah. Anyway, Point Bot currently has that gun built into him.
Nice.
Still missing some bits, but yeah.
And Lugrim, welcome back. Do you have any questions about what the hell it is we're doing this week?
I think I'm pretty much up to speed as far as this party goes. Anyway. It's like, what are we up to? Who the fuck knows?
Nobody knows, including the
We're in
person
the
that brought us
building.
on. Nobody knows, including the person that brought us on the quest.
We're in the building. We know
Especially
who
this
sent us
person.
here. We're in the building. Alvina says we need to go here.
Yeah, that was about as much info as you got. The Oni King's there, so we've got more reason to go here.
Okay, let's finish this guy off.
Also, I believe we talked to the NPCs back on the Firestar, and they agreed, yeah, getting it up and running again is probably a good idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a
Yes, it's good for the
Resistance
economy.
station.
Great jobs.
great jobs,
It gives us a
It'll put-
waypoint between places.
and it'll get some of the paladins that are in town into doing something useful.
I mean, we've already got plenty of useful things. I actually don't remember if you talked to the crew about this.
We talked to Millie about it, at least. Because she actually went, that's the most coherent thing I've ever heard you say.
No, that's fair.
Active.
Because the rebellion aren't antagonistic towards the mercenaries. Like they have tried to recruit them in the past, but the members of the Wrecking Forge Society are inherently chaotic and lone wolves by nature and don't like working for organizations.
Don't play well with others, yeah.
Don't play well with others. So occasionally, like they will take a deal, but normally only if the rebellion puts up a large financial incentive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like they're not gonna say no to having their hired mercenaries available again.
Yeah, having them and maybe owing them a favor because they helped them out, right? Kind of thing, right? It's not a bad idea.
Well, technically, you're helping them out, and you'll have the favor, so that's up to you.
I don't know what to do with this.
Look, we're
Here, you
only
have it.
slightly loose cannons.
Slightly loose.
Yeah.
I think Gwent's cannon is still attached.
No, he's holding it.
Is that-
Oh,
He's
yeah, it's kinda
holding it.
loose.
It's not attached.
With all 6 of his limbs.
Oh, he's actually got a cannon, remember?
Yeah.
He's got that, like, elemental cannon weapon
Oh,
that we bought
Yeah,
him.
there's a loose screw. Throw me reattach.
True. And I am Chris. I will be your DM for this evening.
See, we
Oh,
can get for an introduction eventually.
It took
yeah, eventually.
20 minutes.
Yeah, to be fair, like I said, it's going to be a more relaxed, slow-paced arc anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you find yourself having managed to break through an exterior window into the interior of the now dormant, or what appears to be inactive, except for the defenses, astral station known as the Wrecking Forge Station. You find yourself in what appears to be a large lodge. Shit, I had a word for this. I'm just imagining 10 Forward from Star Trek. That's all I'm imagining here. But made of wood. Either way, there's a large bar, or what is very evidently a large bar in the back right of the room. You can see there are still several bottles with liquids intact, as well as several other broken here and there. There's turned over tables and chairs in the corner around the bar and leading towards what appears to be the only exit to the room on the left. Other than that, the rest of the room is relatively unscathed by any form of conflict. It looks like there might have been a scuffle here, or maybe a rush out. It's hard to tell if it was a fight that went on in here, or just a panic fleeing that went on in here.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Alvina's actually going to hop the bar because she's going to look for two things, most notably. The first one is anything edible, because this is Alvina. And the second one, Alvina's probably been to at least she's definitely been to a bunch of taverns before. And she usually knows that in most taverns, there's like it's a barman's friend behind the counter. She wants to check if that's still there. It's usually like a club type thing. So if it's a fight, that probably isn't there. If it was everyone ran,
Give me,
that's with
give me an investigation check.
Or it could just be a civilized bar.
no, literally,
Nah, not here.
nearly every bar has them, even the really civilized ones.
Yeah,
Alvina's not good at investigation, so she will try. That's a 9.
So I'm searching back here for snacks, and also seeing if there's like a way down to a cellar or a secret exit from behind the
good
bar.
Shout.
I'm gonna start investigating to see exactly what might have going on, or where most people went, what direction people mostly went.
Thank you, Point.
Okay.
This is gonna sound so bad, but I'm gonna be grabbing the full bottles of alcohol.
No, that's fine.
What the heck?
Yeah.
On it.
Alvina doesn't have alcoholic beverages. Well, she does, but she just makes them non-alcoholic by how she drinks them, but still.
Point doesn't drink unless he's under a curse that causes him to drink everything.
You can't.
And Zormir, well, let's not go there.
Well, the
Zormir
thing-
has...
Is there any orange fizz back here?
Oh no.
With 24,
Orange
there might be.
forest.
If there is any, you found it.
So if there is, I'm grabbing it and hiding it from Zorn.
Might have sniffed it with that roll that I got. I rolled a 3.
All right.
And got
Does
a-
anybody else want to do anything? I'll just go around the group once everybody's finished rolling.
Also, Bob, your roll has not come up in the chat, just a heads up.
Alright, I
Fucking
roll.
Mike is muted.
You not
I
hearing
was
me?
gonna say, oh no, I was saying my mic is muted.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you would jump behind the bar as well to steal alcohol.
Lou and
rolled a
fuck
3,
you were
got
just
11.
looting.
I've got a +8 from my investigation. I rolled a 3. Unless you want me to do a flash roll here.
That's up to you.
I'm just letting you know because I'm assuming your what's it called? Your beyond is not connecting.
There you go.
Better than a 3.
Okay, let's go down the line. A 9 for investigation. Alvina, as you jump across the bar and you're looking under it, you notice two things. The first of which is that there's a couple boxes just kind of being knocked off. It looks like they had some form of just kind of blank receipt paper in it that's kind of semi-unscrolled across the floor. As well as a couple glasses have been knocked to the far left, or maybe not that far left, but like to the left, and there's broken glass on it. In between those two, there's just an empty space. But other than that, you look around, you don't see any sort of weapon or anything you'd recognize as a weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was a fight by the look of it then. So I'm just gonna say, basically.
The point you're looking for snacks to distract a big spider. You still
Uh,
occasionally
Snacks and potentially any way down to like a wine cellar or back room from back here.
yeah. You still occasionally, as a group, hear the occasional echo of this glass like spindly limbs on metal.
Yeah.
Just echoing through the ship, through the air ducts and stuff like that. The point, as you look around, there doesn't seem to be anything you recognize as potentially a hidden door or a secret exit. There's no seams in the walls that would allow you passage. You do notice that while there is that large space that Alvina is currently looking at, there's a second space on the very far left of the bar underneath it, where you can see the outline, or a very faint outline, because it's not particularly prominent, of what looks to be kind of like a dust line around a large, or around a reasonably sized box shape on one of the lower shelves. It looks like something that would normally never be moved has been moved. And has been taken from that spot.
Approximately weapon-sized, moderately sized, or
no, like I
something
said,
else?
like a rectangular box was there, kind of
Little crate. thing.
Somebody didn't like the music on the jukebox.
yeah, maybe like 2 hands widths.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay.
Little cash register size.
little
box.
cash box effectively, or
Yeah.
Okay.
at least that size. Not enough for. Well, I mean, it could be enough to have like a revolver in there, but
So I was
not
thinking
big
a
enough for a
sword
sword.
would go in a rectangular box. So would a cash box.
But a cash box sized, slightly larger than a regular cash box because you have to hold it with 2 hands, but like a large cash box.
I just like wave my hand over it just in case it's invisible.
Yeah, you do so. Nothing happens.
Okay.
And you're
It's
ow.
also ethereal.
And just go straight through it. So yes, there's no exit to this room, because space hunters didn't think they'd need one.
It's entirely fair. It's worth checking.
You don't really want to build a lot of secret exits and entrances into a space or into an astral station. It's how you end up getting astral phenomenon leaks. I would actually give a -1 warding check to that.
Ooh, makes sense. Makes sense.
So don't put holes in your ship.
Don't blowing holes in
Makes-
my ship.
Makes it harder to secure the ship against strange psychic energies.
Yeah.
Okay. I've
There
got
you go.
working again.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Other than that point, you do notice there are several. They haven't invented plastic. What else would this be?
Little tinfoil bags.
They're little tinfoil bags of what appears to be processed food.
Pork scratchings.
Just grabbing all of those.
Hell yeah.
As well as like additional like a little bundle of like tied together piece of string, a little bundle of carrot sticks, and a variety of other little snack food in here.
Yeah. Classic bar.
So
food.
you do find some snacks.
Alvina can have the carrot sticks.
Thank you.
Let's have a
They're already gone.
look here.
They're already gone.
How old are the carrot sticks?
God.
Okay. They're 11 weeks old.
They're pretty
So that's
old.
just over, that's 2.5 months.
They're probably not
Uh,
quite squishy, but they're not. They're
Not far off.
They're not far off.
So remember, should line up to when you were, just after you were doing only stuff. I think you'd be at like 3 months now. I don't know. Not
Bit
actually kept
bit
track.
more than that, but that's assuming travel time and stuff as well for it. So yeah.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
take rush hour into consideration.
And Void Prime might have just been punching the Only King for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He might have been going
Um,
around a bit.
That's what I was gonna say. The only king doesn't show up immediately, so I want there to be a little bit of wait time, but I'm not really bothered if it's like he showed up 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
irrelevant to the story.
Yeah, it's an amount of time.
So to anybody watching this in the future who's trying to construct the timeline of this story,
Good luck.
just put in whatever. Don't take my word for it. I'm an unreliable narrator. Put in whatever makes canonical sense.
Do your
Adjust
own
the
math.
numbers so they work.
Do your
There are
own
actual
math.
phenomenon that mess with time. We've been to the future already.
Yeah, we've
That
already
is
been to
true.
the future. And the
That is true.
past.
There's a reason.
Actually.
There's a reason they call it number crunching.
Yeah.
You gotta make those numbers fit.
Make those numbers
Brute
fit.
force.
All right. Zormir, remind me what you were doing.
I was checking to see what way most people left and if what was actually going
Okay.
on. Basically.
Was that a 12 or what was your score?
11 was
You
their
got two
actual.
here.
Their original roll was 11
Plus, like altogether, or
total.
That's
They're all the three.
because
They're all the three.
I rolled a 3 and I got a +8.
okay. It was definitely in like a linear area around the bar.
Mhm.
And it definitely connects between like the bar and this hallway you see protruding from the bar area. Whether or not it was people coming into the bar or out of the bar, you cannot determine with that check.
Too much foot traffic or not discernible enough foot traffic for my eyes right now.
Yeah, and also the tables have been knocked both ways. So there's contradictory information.
I could try a tracking check if you like me to. To have a look at it.
Can't tell if they were coming or going.
I could have a glance at it if you're alright. I've
Go
got
for
survival.
it.
'Cause I've got survival, which is tracking usually, right? So
Yeah, that's fine. You can do survival check for this as well. Investigation or
17.
survival.
17.
17? Okay. You get down and pay a little bit more attention. And I'm assuming Alvina's very physical when they are doing survival check.
I'm 100% imagining like she's
I'm
gone down an
already-
all four like bud like what was her name from freaking the Madagascar movie, the crazy animal control lady? She like just goes down all fours and snips the ground, that kind of imagining.
Okay, yeah. So you notice something that Zormir does not, which is the little pools of sticky, dried alcohol.
Hmm.
that is on the floor, and you actually, like, as you're moving your hands over it, you notice that it's actually in the shape of effectively footprints. It looks like somebody stepped in alcohol and was tracking alcohol across the floor.
Hmm.
And just from the level of substance left behind, as it seems to diminish over time, just from alcohol being left behind, you notice that the footsteps are going to the corridor.
Okay. Yeah, someone.
So it looks like
Someone was exiting in a bit of a hurry, probably, right? As well.
yes, actually looks like there was a couple. Well, there's one main set that actually got the alcohol on it. But given the direction of the footprints themselves, it doesn't go near a couple of the tables that have tipped over. So suggesting there was something, either other people or a creature also causing a mess.
Yeah. This isn't what caused the big the ruckus over there, but there's definitely a lot of people getting in a good way to leave. So there'll be a few people in here.
How big's the strides? So that could be an indication of
How fast the
Yeah.
left.
fast the person was moving.
They're quite long strides. They were definitely running in
I
your
mean, it could
opinion.
also just mean that they were tall, take big strides, but
It's still a good check though, isn't it? Yeah.
going
it's-
on the assumption that
either they're
they were
very
running.
either they're very lanky or they're legging it. Is what Alvina will say.
This is where Alvina sounds smartest on the tracking. Oh, yeah, the stride pattern was like this, and this is
Alvina just is exactly
here, and
very very clinical. It's like what the fuck.
All right, and I believe Lu and Fukyu were stealing alcohol.
Looting.
Frank.
Yep.
I'd like to think it more of as acquiring alcohol.
Salvaging.
Slide a
For
bottle over
spell
at the
reasons.
slide a bottle over at the big guy.
As the big guy comes over, he seems to be giving the two of you daggers. And looking at you
Oh,
with
thank you very much.
disapproving
I
glare.
always need more daggers.
Hey.
Oh no.
You've been hanging out with Alvina too long.
You have.
And are you planning to pay for that?
What do you mean pay?
Well, last I checked, everything in this station belonged to the Wrecking Forge Society.
No, it doesn't
want-
anymore. It belongs to me.
Stealing it, are you?
It does now.
Oh no.
Fuck you's gonna say no with deception.
It's gonna be a really high DC since you're literally doing it in front of him, but go for it.
That's fine.
He's gonna try and logic him round.
That's 33.
Oh shit!
What?
Well, I'll assume you have a plan that is greater than the cost of it. Very well.
I imagine
I'll-
fuck you just literally standing in front of him, like putting bottles into his bag of holding, going, "Oh, I'm totally not stealing these. I'm definitely not stealing these."
Very well. I'll see how this unfolds before I make my final decision. But I am going to note it down, Alvi.
What?
What?
After all, your party reflects who you are.
Oh shit.
I assure you we don't. Wait, hang on.
You reflect everything, you damn. Like
Only the
Joe.
trim.
I'm guessing the goblin's stealing.
No,
Don't
they seem to have
take
a
too much.
plan.
To be honest,
Lu and Fukyu, roll
Mhm.
me 2d4 each.
Two.
I also love, by the way, that the point didn't get called out for looting
Four.
the snacks.
Yeah, no, they're just snacks. They're like a quid each.
Yeah. To be fair,
Well,
it's the
drink.
expensive alcohol,
top shelf.
probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Both of you roll me a d200 for each number you got there. So Fukyu, roll me 2 d200s. And Lu, I'm just gonna roll
forward.
yours for you.
Okay.
because it's just easier if I just do the dice.
Yeah.
And it's random either. Oh my god, you got a 1 on one of them. Congrats, you have Ultra Divine Intervention.
Critical.
Critical.
122 and 12.
Well,
12.
all right. The first one that you find, because I do have literally a list here of D&D alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, I've used that chart before.
Fuku, you find what appears to be a very pungent green white alcohol in a glass, effectively wine bottle. As you look over it, it has a large green dragon on the label,
Ooh.
and there is a little skull and crossbone warning on it. Do you speak Draconic?
You know someone who does. You do
Or
know
more
some...
importantly, do you read Draconic?
No.
Well, it says something there in some runes just beneath the cross and bones. Who knows? Who knows?
You know Alvina speaks it if all else fails, if you want to check.
No, if all else fails, he knows Glue has comprehend languages.
You don't need to, I literally speak Draconic!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If all else fails. As in,
mean-
Alvina is unable to do it for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, Alvina was learning how to speak it, not necessarily read it.
She was doing a lot of it from books, remember, so she probably figured it
Fair
out.
enough. Okay, cool.
Because we couldn't find
There's
a
only
tutor,
so much you
remember?
can learn from pictures.
We couldn't. She can read. It's like translation books. She's not illiterate.
Are you sure?
Mostly.
Mostly.
She's extremely literate, apparently.
Crit with an 18.
Wow.
Look. Okay.
That's literally the best roll you could get.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice,
Apparently,
smart.
Alvina read. It was the dragon that raised her. She didn't get a choice.
Yeah. She's like, you are learning this. You tutored me.
Is Alvina is weirdly good at reading draconic alcohol bottles. Take
There were
that
so
what you
many
will.
empty
Yeah, she's
ones
not
lying
known
around.
to drink it.
But Fuku, you also find a more squarish glass casing bottle, Chris. It's bottle. That's the word you keep looking for.
You could say decanter if you want some specialized
it
ones,
gives
right?
me-
I do want to say decanter. I forgot decanter.
Yeah.
You find a more square decanter. It has a swirl of a light watered down purple liquid in it, and inside are several large flower petals floating amongst the liquid.
Ooh.
Their petals are a slightly deeper purple.
Smoke on the water.
Flower hinted purple worm poison.
It might be
Is there
actually.
any,
It
labels
might
on
be
this one?
actually. It was watered down. It might be.
Yes, this one is an elfish, but there is just a picture of the flower on it, and then all the actual wording as you encounter is in Elvish, because they import these from everywhere.
Do you speak Elvish?
You're going to see Alvina, the non-drinker, to find out about all the drink. The one with the sobriety glass. Alvina, please translate it for her.
Yep.
I look across the bar at what I'm being shown. What does it say? Because he's well within my eyesight.
Both or just the purple one?
Whichever one's they hold.
I imagine fuck you's just holding both of them up, going, Alvina, what's it say?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one's called Green Draconic Ale.
Mhm.
And it the warning label on it says incredibly strong. Beware.
Okay.
Dormir.
And probably has some fantasy equivalent of it effectively being moonshine.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Dragon-made
really-
moonshine.
And
Dragon
yeah, it's there's a little bit about it of how it was bartered from a retired young dragon who decided to go work for the Monstro Guild and start up his own ailing business. And they managed to pick up a bottle when undercover, or I say undercover, doing covert trading, because they effectively disguise themselves as monsters whenever they need to trade.
Yeah, makes sense.
When they were last in Mind's Expanse.
Ah, very cool.
The next one is Lily in a Well.
Mm-hmm.
And as you read the label, it says the lily wellflower is is considered a delicacy in the Chungles of Azel.
Oh, that's the snake place, isn't it?
Yes.
Ooh.
And they actually managed to discover this while exploring the jungles on a mission, and found a secret coven of elven hags.
Elven hags.
Yeah.
Okay, we already found a hag who's likely a gardener, so
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I was so worried what you were about to say there.
we've
We've already got an elven hag. Glares
Oh.
back.
No, we've already bumped into one who does gardening, so it's not that big a surprise.
But it's effectively a deep berry wine.
This was a secret
Purple.
coven.
Purple wine.
Purple berry wine.
Yeah. Deep purple berry wine. It's fine.
Yeah, because the snake empires and kingdoms tend to rule the place. This was a basically a refuge for a secret like mini community.
Yeah, a little hag coven with people.
Definitely not a cult.
Definitely not a cult. Not in any way.
Definitely not a cult.
But yeah, Albion will have read them off basically.
Yeah.
And the extra
another-
bits. That was really cool.
Yeah. And Lou found 4 because Lou just went up and just like took a bundle off them.
It's off a
while
shelf.
Fuku
The
was...
whole shelf.
That one,
Yeah,
and that
Fuku
one, and
went
that
for like
one.
the top end stuff, and Lou just like went to whatever's left in the corner. Was like, yoink.
Yike. Lou likes the cheap shit booze.
Shit.
Hey, Lou's not going to drink it. It's material components.
You got a
Somehow
one.
the shortest character got the top shelf booze.
Of course you did. You can climb.
You're spry, you'll climb.
Yeah.
You immediately did it. You backflipped under the table, I imagine, scaled up.
I wouldn't be surprised if you just tried to use an attack to warp yourself up there. Kill the bug up at the top. Just to get up there quicker.
See a wind strike to teleport next to a bug to get the top shelf booze down. That is a plan.
Now, as a DM, I now have to make the decision of does Mordenkind exist in this universe, and/or is there an appropriate equivalent?
Normankind!
Armankind.
Normankind.
Yeah, because you said Martinkind.
Yes, Mordenkind. It's
Normankind.
Normankind. It's Normankind.
The kind version of Norman.
Any relation to the Norman we know, or
No, it's
No,
just the
that's
same
not-
first name. Absolute coincidence, same first name. Norman of the Kind family.
Well, it's 2 words.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea. It's just Mordenkind.
You can call him Norman. You can call him that if you
Hey,
want. Yeah, well, I just made it up for the spot.
I mean, Morgankind is also an option.
Morgankind would also be a good one.
As long as it's not Morbin time.
It's
Morgankind.
Morbin time.
Because this is also alliteration. We now need to. It's a good word that starts with K.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, also like an alcoholic thing that starts with K.
No, that's not alcoholic. I was going to say kombucha.
Kahula? Kula?
One moment. Alcohol beginning with K.
Curacao, but spelt wrong.
Kahlua. Kahlua is one.
Kahlua.
Yeah.
Coffee bean liqueur.
Kahlua?
Kahlua.
K-A-L-U with a mark over top. I don't actually know what that mark is.
I think it's an
A.
echelon.
Yeah, it's this. I'll copy paste it into the chat so it's easier. I've heard of this one. My sister likes it, I think.
Kahlua.
Kahlua.
Interesting.
Oh, there's also the Copperborg. If we're staying with the fruity stuff.
Oh, 1 second, just gotta update the notes here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, apparently it's Kane's Killer Kalula.
Kahlua.
Kalua.
Yeah.
Let me just replace all of this.
No, it's triple K. Or is it Kane with a C?
You're right, it is triple K. Can't do that.
No. Okay.
Unless you
No.
have
Yeah.
unless you have Kane
Shit.
C
No,
A.
it's kind. It's kind spelt with a C.
Destroys alliteration.
It's
so,
a name. Alcohol beginning with C.
Cognac.
Actually, cognac's a decent one.
Cognac.
Cognac. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know how to spell it.
That's
It's
fine.
spelt weird.
C-O-N...
I think it's cognac.
Cognac, yeah, is.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
it.
knew it had a weird
C-
spelling.
C-O-G-N-A-C, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I
Really,
knew it had.
that one I know. I don't know why.
It's one of those ones. It's stuck in the brain that it's weirdly spelt to me as well. So it's like I don't know how it's spelt, but I know it's weird.
It's in a lot of.
Oh, it's a
films
Red
and
Dwarf,
shows.
isn't it? Actually,
Possibly.
I think they called it Cognac in Red Dwarf.
Mm.
Back.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That's why I was like,
No.
that's ringing a bell somewhere in here.
All right. Kane's cool cognac.
Cognac.
As you're examining the ball, I'm assuming Louis just put them down on the actual counter to show everyone.
Sure, why not?
This one is written in common. And you notice from whatever the fancy equivalent is of alcohol percentages, since there's not like fucking
What is proof?
regulators or anything.
What is proof?
Yeah. What is proof in this world?
No, it's been done in the dwarven standard. If the dwarf is still standing,
yeah.
it's okay. If the dwarf's on his art, it's it's bad for you.
By the warning label on the dragon one, I think the dwarf's dead.
the dwarf is running in fear.
And see, this makes
The
sense
elf
for
Yep.
where either you have like a prominent dwarven kingdom that exports a lot of alcohol, or a cosmopolitan mix with dwarfs in it. But in this wild frontier where there aren't official organizations or governments or anything of that nature, and it's all just anarchy.
Anarchy.
I don't think anybody puts labels on anything.
It has the notions of X's on it on how many people it killed
To be honest, I can imagine the labels.
drinking it.
I can imagine the labels being on giant stuff of all things, or if it's from the Senate. I can't remember the name of the actual kingdom.
Yeah, the Ethereal Republic.
The Republic, yeah. If it's Republic or from the Giants, I imagine it might have labels on. The others, probably not.
Oh yeah, like if it comes from one of the kingdoms, sure.
Yeah.
Or even like a large enough solo distillery that works with a Monstro Guild or something.
Yeah.
So that makes sense for like the green draconic ale and stuff.
Yeah.
But Lily in the Wall is a local delicacy.
It's an
Local
IPA.
beverage.
Yeah, so like it barely has a label on it. It's literally just a in fact, it's actually just got the name on it, and then somebody's like handwritten the story on it in pen or quill.
It's still a pen, right? Still a pen.
Alterra, Hell's Bells.
That's fair.
Could have even etched it.
Kain's Cool Cognac, on the other hand, is entirely done in what looks to be crayon or some form of chalk-like substance. They've
What's
literally
in here?
just splashed they've just like wrapped a piece of paper around it, and they've drawn or attempted to, in the best quality they could, to do their own branding and logo and everything. And you can only
Them?
yeah, you can for them. And you're not quite sure what the icon or the logo is supposed to be, but it's like some sort of very strange-looking smiley-esque face with like what appears to be a thumbs up next to it, but it's so crudely and badly drawn that it's hard to tell if that's supposed to be the intent, and if so, it's terrible.
It's an angry man, I think, with a knife.
But I'm just gonna assume that you're actually just gonna like pop the cork and smell it to determine alcohol variety, because you're all that experienced with alcohol at this point.
Two
Yeah, I want to
non-drink-
make sure it's
Two
alcohol
non-drinkers and the
because,
robot with
as I
no
say,
nose.
I don't
It's
want the
not for
child.
drinking; it's material components.
I don't want the child's drink. I don't want the child's sippy cup. I want the real stuff.
But a quick sniff of it does indicate that it's got an incredibly low alcohol percentage in it. So whatever it is definitely like baby's first cognac.
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 Yeah.
But for the other ones, as we skip all the way to 148,
178. Wasn't that 148, that one?
178. Yeah.
no, that one was 1 because I started at the bottom of the list.
Oh, that one was one, okay.
And then I go up. It's just easier.
Fair.
So you went 1 back to the 148.
Holy shit.
What?
Okay.
What did you
That one's
find?
quite extreme.
I'm about to say, it's higher than the dragon one. I've got a strange feeling if I get stronger, the higher up the number is. So.
I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure it's random. Then maybe it could. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to like really use this much. Okay, this one has a different aura to it. It actually appears to be two like long glass containers bundled together.
Okay.
One of them has a deep cherry pinkish red color to it, and the other has this azure blue, or actually more like a cerulean light blue.
Okay.
He's either found the test tube shots or the Jaeger bombs.
I think you might have found the Jaeger
Potentially.
bomb.
But they're strapped together with a like little mini leather belt, and on the
This is what goes in bombs. They mix together and they go boom.
But on the little like stamp on the front of the belt, there is a recognizable religious icon of Romeos on it.
Point, this one's yours.
Yep. Give it to the robot.
As the point, you do pick up some celestial energy coming off this drink.
Smells like angels.
What's it called? The romantic
It's the
entanglement?
tears of angels.
Maybe it is.
There is no name on it. Only the religious symbol of Romeos.
Well, we're naming it now. It's the romantic entanglement.
Clearly, it's sex on the beach. Like,
That's a cocktail point.
yeah. That's why there's two
Sex
tubes.
in space.
As I try and find PointBot's token to just throw in there. There he is.
Sex on the beach or
Bring
sex in the pool.
in the point bar.
Someone's
PointBot.
Tiny.
They're
He's
tiny.
tiny. Yep. I'm giving it to PointBot.
Sex on the roid.
Pointbot just nods his head and takes it, put it in his little like chest compartment.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know how Pointbot's physiology works.
Yep, it's hollow in there. You look after that, bud.
I'm concerned.
No, that's a good concerned. 178. Here we come.
Uranium.
Slightly glowy liquid. Yep, he found uranium.
Liquid uranium.
Liquid urine. This one is in a effectively like a large metal
It's always a good sign.
flask.
It's always a good sign.
Yep.
Metal decanter, that's what I was thinking of, but effectively just a kind of more bulky flask.
Yeah.
That is
Big hit flask.
the flask itself appears to be made out of iron or something, but the actual like lip of it and the lid appears to be made of bronze.
Ooh.
And embezzle or not embezzle.
Embezzled!
Embezzled.
Embossed on it, I'm assuming.
Embossed on the.
I mean, there could have been some embezzlement going on.
That's fair. That's
It's not
fair.
hard to judge.
Embossed on it is the outline of a dwarvish face with 3 braided beard. coming off it, and it's quite minimalistic. It's only got like the large hair and the little like outlines rather than a full face.
Yeah.
It's from the Ghost Forge place with the drinking game from Melig.
Might be.
Right.
Possibly.
Oh, this one looks like it's another one of mine.
And underneath the image, also embossed, it says Brazen Brew.
I've heard of that. Why have I heard of that?
Other than that, there's
That's
nothing else
going
written on
in
this.
my bag.
Yoink.
Brazen Brew.
Shit, no, I was gonna say, would being brought up by as a dwarf tell me anything about this? It was a different universe.
That's what I'm like
No.
going, would I know any of these? And were they on like my parents' shelves? I was like, there's no sense in hell that I know any of these.
Yeah.
There might be different, might not be the same manufacturers, so definitely not.
No. Like, if you have a drink of it, you might be able to like kind of like think of like
Conjecture.
connect it to a
Close
drink of like,
enough.
oh, it's kind of like that, and kind of work out maybe what's in it.
Yeah.
But you do unfortunately not know the very universe specific history and lore of a particular group that definitely is not identical to any group that came out under vastly different circumstances.
Exactly.
Conversion devolution. Dwarves always make ale.
Dwarves always turn into crabs.
And the last one you find is a much larger effectively shot or test tube.
Mm.
And this one appears to have a green jelly inside it.
It's a slime. Slime in a jar.
It's a jelly shot.
Jelly shot.
Fair.
And it has like a little strip of paper on it that just says Orker Jelly Ale.
Ochre jelly, was it?
I think that's how you pronounce it. Orker Jelly.
Yeah, because ochre jelly is, I know ochre jelly is a thing, so.
It is Orker Jelly.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently it's a color.
Is that
Okay, let
orange?
me just correct that. A orange jelly.
Yeah, I'm about to say ochre's like orangey, I think, so.
Yeah, it's like a burnt orange sort of colour.
Oh, cause yeah.
I remember looking up ochre because one, it's an eye color, and two, it was in a book series. It was like ochre's like a thing that you'd get painted on to people because it was in the Torak. Can't remember the book.
I just assumed
Well,
it was
they-
named
Chronicles
after
of Ancient
the monster. I didn't realize the monster was named after the color.
Yeah, it's the color is named after the like thing. Like it's a plant, I think, or something you can make into a paint.
I thought it was like a type of dirt ochre.
It might be. It's something like that.
Yeah, it's clay earth.
I know
knows?
I first came across it in the freaking Chronicles of Ancient Darkness books, where it's like you paint.
For those who don't know, ochre jelly is just a slime.
But yeah, you've finished looting the room, much to the disapproval of the guy who's marking me for.
As you're all going about this, you notice that Jones is off to the side of the room, attempting to jump up and sniff the air around the wall.
Found something, buddy.
And Abigail is actually just like picking up tables and putting them back upright.
I'm not surprised.
Fair enough. Nice to be nice.
Any glance to her, she'll just kind of like sheepishly like, might as well make the place look.
I mean, you're just gonna give her a bit of a smile and just say, yeah, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes, I'll help out with the tables over here and kind of indicate to Point Bot to give Jones a leg up.
Alvina's going to go
thanks.
and like.
Thanks, buddy.
Alvina's going to go and.
Point Bot would give finger guns, but is currently giving Jones a leg up, so can't.
Alvina's
So
going to
So
have
just
a
a wink instead.
glance down this
Yep.
corridor, basically. She's mostly staying hidden, but she's going to peek down the corridor with one of her eyes.
We'll get to you in a second.
As bad as say,
Jones
like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Abstract.
Yeah. I have an idea, to be honest, what I'm looking at.
Brazen
but-
Brewing Company.
Yeah, I found that.
Apparently exists.
I'm not surprised.
It's in Canada, of course it is.
And it's very
Canadian
Winnipeg.
dwarves.
But what was I doing? Oh yes, Jones succeeds on the leg up and doesn't lose his balance. Is able to get the hoist up. And you notice that he's actually aiming towards what appears to be a ventilation
Shaft.
chute
Yep.
in the shaft in the top of the wall.
That's what I
That he's
assume.
trying to sniff around. He'll do that in a second. Otherwise, Alvina is staring down the corridor. And for those who can't see the map, there's just a bunch of blue squares. Don't worry about it. It's very abstract. You're not missing anything. But you notice what appears to be effectively what almost looks like crystal webbing along the corridor. But instead of just being webbing, there's also like little plate sections or little glass sections, as if some of the webbing like triangles have been filled in. So there is just this very strange art installation blocking the corridor.
Hey, what's the guy's name again? I've forgotten. Alvina wouldn't have forgotten. The Wrecking Forge guy, I can't remember his name.
Kit.
Hey, Kit. Do the Wrecking Forge tend to keep spiders of any type?
No, occasionally we do house captured prey if we're doing bounty hunting missions or other paid work. So it's possible someone was attempting to capture and store for transport a spider, but we do not keep them as a matter of policy or routine.
Okay.
We have a cargo storage, particularly specialized for habitation, shall we say?
Yeah.
That they would be kept in.
Okay, so
Give plans to
something's...
Zormir.
So it's probably a bit damaged, would be my guess, then.
Well, hopefully not. We can contain quite dangerous creatures down there, and it's got some of the highest security in the station. If it's been breached, then no wonder the station fell. No other security would hold up to it.
No. I'd say the whole prepare for the worst, right? Hey guys,
Very adept.
Yes.
be aware there might be some nasty gribblies about, so keep away from any, I don't know, vents or any end-up, like plumbing or anything, any particular gaps.
Is there anything that Jones is?
That's what
actively
I'm literally
sniffing
saying
right
it as the time. That's why she said it, because she's definitely not spotted that Jones is doing it.
Sure, he does. He does get a couple sniffs in it, and then like departs point ball and like starts strolling over to the group. Actually, start
Okay.
strolling over to the point because you're there apparently.
Because you're
now?
the
I'll also stroll over to the group. I will look up. Was there a vent up there?
Yeah, there's a vent up there. There's a
Okay.
couple vents around this room. They're quite small. Like maybe puppy dog sized.
Alright, yeah, makes sense.
They wouldn't be. They're small enough for a small creature to squeeze through, but not enough for a medium creature to actually get into.
Yeah, they don't want any compromised security, and we're in a space station, so you make a minimum as much as possible, right?
Yeah, and you still need that airflow.
Yeah. God, yeah.
But as Jones is coming over, you can see there's a kind of distracted look on his face. His eyebrows are furrowed down as he's trying to think about something.
Okay, there, bud.
Yeah.
What you thinking?
Well,
what you thinking about?
no. It's peculiar. Peculiar. Why is it peculiar? Ah, I know.
What?
Smells like mind flare.
Ah,
Ah! A live mind flayer or rotting mind flayer?
Well, I don't smell death on it. It
Okay.
smells like mind flares smell.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool, that's really good to know.
Everyone, keep holding your brains, and I put a tinfoil hat on.
Oh, no problem. They poison our brains during basic training.
That's actually quite smart.
Hey.
I get that. Anyway,
Rest of us haven't gone through basic training then, so if you had a tinfoil hat, put it on.
it's
I had one in my inventory for some reason.
don't. I
Wonder-
remember. It's a tinfoil hat that we made out of twisted silver, so it would help against the mind flayer stuff.
Oh, so it's actually
Oh,
useful.
It
that's
one.
actually
probably where I
is.
remember
We made
finding
legit
Blob.
twisted silver tinfoil hats. I remember us making them. Because
Yeah.
There are
Alvina's got.
ghosts and psychic entities in here.
Yeah, Alvina has one on her as well. Because we
Things
made
can
it.
read your mind.
Yeah, we made it
Wonder.
for the going into the base because of the void problems. We said, will a tinfoil hat do it? Made of twisted silver, so that's where we used all of our twisted silver because most of it's in Lou and the rest is in us. Or in our heads.
Wanders over Alvina and taps her on the shoulder
Yes?
and does this. Almost tapping them on the shoulder. Goes, you can lead the way. I feel
Okay.
luck's on your side.
Cool.
What the fuck is this spell?
The good luck spell. I she was reading it the other day. It's like, that's just kind of cool. I am basically just lucky, essentially.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's a cool spell. It's concentration. So,
Yep. That's why I'm tapping you.
yeah.
It-
So-
he's done that in a way that he's not really. He's doing it in
Using
a way
up
that you
traffic
didn't
lights.
notice that he'd done it.
You just tapped her.
basically,
You
as
just
best
tapped her
you
on the shoulder and went, "You can lead the way." I was like, "Ah, cool. That's the point."
Fine, that's fine. Well, before you lead the way, we're gonna take a first break there because it's past 7 and I've run out
Yep.
of water.
That is fair.
Before we get
Yep.
to the first obstacle in this arc, what the hell are these crystal webs?
Yep.
And
Move it
that's
back!
mostly the reason I tapped you with that. Because it's like, luck falls in your favor.
Yeah. Alvina's lucky. Honestly, Zoma's a pretty good. If we get you Warcaster, you're a damn good person to get to do concentration spells because you don't get hit very often with your armor class. And you've got pretty good con and reserves, right? So
Yeah. Well, my con save is +10.
yeah, that's what I'm meaning. Because it's just nice to have, right? But so having advantage means you're less likely to roll badly on it. Is the main thing for having Warcaster. And you can cast with your weapons out.
Some kind of trick.
Gunner. Gift of the Myth.
That's what we need to get you Warcaster. I know you don't have it yet.
I was just having a look through my feet.
It's fine. It just means at one of the higher levels because we've still got a couple of feat levels left.
Yeah.
Because I think 16 and 19 are our next feat levels.
Yeah. Oh, there's also, I think there's at certain points I get those extra sort of things. I can make new weapons.
You can make new magic
Or new.
items, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think that any of the ones that do advantage on con saves are in your setup, though. Because they're all very good. Like, any advantage on save gear is pretty hefty. I know that your highest level stuff that you can make is, like, Belt of Giant Strength. Like, the baby Belt of Giant Strength that I've got.
I currently have one on.
Yeah.
I have the plus.
The 21
I have a
strength one.
21 strength.
So the reason why
And,
Alvina's doing this quest is because they're going to get me a better one, basically.
Currently, I'm geared with. Let me see. Inventory. Belt of Hill Giant Strength, Cloak of Protection, Ring of Protection, my +1 thingy tool, and a shield.
Plus
My
one
shield also.
Oh, it is the void. It's the repelling shield. It's not a +1 shield,
Yes.
is it?
I've got a normal shield, but I get extra because of my character, my specific one,
Yeah.
for just having a basic shield.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm setting it basically 25 base armor.
Yeah. Alvina is sitting at a comfortable 18 armor.
Well, my saving throws get even more ridiculous as I reach level 20.
Alvina's currently in effectively full plate in her underwear, essentially.
And
Because
I
I've got
can
barbarian. I've got the barbarian. Dex plus con equals AC, and I've got +1 for dual wielder, and I've got a the not actually magical cloak of protection on.
The thing we want.
Yeah, the technological one. Combat cloak, that's what it's called.
I can add a 5 with my wings.
Yeah.
So you're any one's AC within 5 meters of me.
Yeah.
Or 5 feet. 5 meters.
5 meters, much shorter. Alvina's gonna get that one eventually as well.
We just stack enough armor on me that even the gods are like, why can't I hurt him?
To be fair, I saw the butcher's. I saw the butcher's attack rating without a pluses to hit weapon. So, dude, for reference, hits Alvina's AC by a significant margin with a natural 1. So, it's fine. Zorme is not going to be the one fighting the butcher. Let's be honest.
That's okay. We'll eventually get Zormir up to +18 armor on top. What's your armor class? I don't know. You tell me.
It's fine.
Impenetrable.
As I said, it's fine. We're not. Zorme's not going to be the one fighting the butcher. Alvina is.
I'll just tank all the other guys.
Yeah, you deal with the ads. You deal with the ads, which will probably show up.
All the ads are like, why can't we hurt him?
Can't hit him.
Yeah, do what you did in the last fight with the gods, where the butcher was.
Avoid
Come
the
on,
butcher.
boys.
I'm not linking up with Alvina.
No, you don't want to.
Nah, I wasn't meaning about the linking up. It was meaning about your plan.
Oh,
Like,
commit
I'll
suicide?
take all of you lot on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on if you think you're hard enough.
Yeah, don't do that to the butcher. Let Alvina fight the butcher.
Nah,
She's
I
built
mean,
for
to
this.
the add-ons like you did before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, bitches. Think you can take me?
Cling, cling, clang, cling, cling, clang.
Yeah.
Cling.
That's it. Zome's built to take lots of weak enemies. He's great. The one big enemy is gonna destroy him though. That's what we're gonna be.
Unless I find some ways to put up his armor to.
No,
good luck.
it's the bit with armor builds in 5e. You're great against like spods. The big boss enemies will pretty much always crack it. So, because you can't get the armor past a certain point.
We could send somebody through the air duct if we wanted to.
We could send fuck you at a very slow speed, but I don't think it's worth it.
There's 2 of us with enlarged reduce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. To be honest.
I think just going through is probably best at the moment.
Yeah.
That was just an idea.
Because we're also
I'd thought about it.
Because it's a small creature can squeeze. That means it's a size tiny area, so we can send fuck you comfortably in there.
That's what I was thinking. Get the smallest party member.
Yeah. Problem would be if we were to go through the vents, we'd be at best in single file.
I was just meaning like one person go through the vents.
Yeah, but then they're gonna just get killed by the monsters as my vote.
It's okay.
But it's gonna be fuck you. He's immortal, so you know.
Yeah, he's immortal, but I don't think we want to test that as much as possible, right?
It's okay. We've got the luck on our side now.
Alvina has luck on her side.
I just like that I've just tapped you into doing this, going, no, you've got this, go forward.
Alvina was going to go first
believe in
anyway,
you.
so it's kind of it's fine. Alvina was going to go first either way. So.
And if you end up in a situation you're running through a crowd, you're still good.
She already is.
I mean, you don't want to be in that situation, but
Yeah, so the good
I've got a
thing is even if
suspicious. I've got a
Alvina-
suspicious. I've got a suspicious feeling there aren't going to be any crowds in this abandoned station.
yeah, but crowds of spiders, even if they all try to attack you, they're at disadvantage even if you're running past them.
Yeah, which means that for Alvina, they're usually at neutral.
Yeah, because you're recklessing.
Of course I'm recklessing. I'm a barbarian. If you don't use reckless, you're not playing the class right.
Yeah.
So hi, Nix, by the way. Hello, everybody who's joining into chat.
Hi.
Good day, everyone.
Since we get a chance
Or
to
good
talk.
night, depending where you're watching from.
Once again, I will show this every single time. It is currently September, so so subscriptions are slightly money off. Also, I did put a new gifted subscription alert in. So if anyone wants to make me pretty much shit myself in the middle of a random encounter in this game, there is an option. You can just pay money to do that now.
Ah.
If it was Jamie, then maybe.
No, I changed it
Halfling
to
range if no.
a halfling range of no cake. True. The hell happened to Chris, by the way?
He just went for water.
I know,
And
but it's
he's
been
got
quite a
tripped
while
up.
now. It's been it's been actually like
I mean,
10.
he's probably been captured by crows, so.
It's
Yeah,
went back
Yeah,
in-
Crow's been out today, so
Oh,
It went
fair,
for-
fair enough then.
They've went for water and they've been caught by the water gods. How
Mhm.
dare you steal the? How dare you take that water?
At least not without paying for it.
Yeah, behave when we're on
Yeah.
this particular mission, everybody.
Yeah.
At least behave moderately okay. Just don't, let's not piss this guy off.
mm,
Yeah, shenanigans
Also-
after the mission, exactly.
It also means that I'm going to be away for one of these days as well, because I'll be away for the.
Yeah, for the social.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll be here the whole time. You'll have to put up with me.
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I am here the entire time up until December.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
guessing
there's
you're looking at the social as well, Nix.
Wait till she responds. But I imagine so.
Yes.
I just presume it was
my
the 20 it was-
availability around the end of October is weird, but I've not checked which ones are Fridays, so.
You're in two
Yeah.
chats, yeah, fair enough.
I am back.
Welcome
I got
back.
distracted.
We can tell.
Hello.
Water gods attacked you, didn't they?
Forgot to tag me. What is the end of this? Is October? Because I know Thursday is Halloween.
No, this is
Friday is the first.
this month is September and there's October.
Yeah, we're currently in September.
We're currently in September.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I will be away at one point for November.
It'll be first of November will be the November session. So not Halloween.
22nd.
We can work out scheduling later.
Exactly.
The 1st of November, the Day
Yeah.
of the Dead.
The day of the dead.
What are
Also-
Well, that's fair. I
Right.
may actually take the first Friday off after Halloween. That way I can just sleep in. Not have to worry about prepping a session.
That's entirely fair.
That's fair.
I'll
Fair.
figure that later. Like I said, we'll just get in later. Welcome back. We have crystal webs lining the corridor, creating a little web wall. And it looks as if some of the interior of this web, where it connects up and makes little squares or triangles, have been filled in with more web to the point where it looks like little glass panels between the webs hanging there in suspended animation. Almost effectively like an art installation.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to look at it first with my eyes to
Yes.
see if I spot anything weird.
Yes, look with your eyes, not your hands.
Do I have advantage on this?
Nothing in addition to what I've already described.
Ah, cool.
Can I come up and have a look?
Yes, give me an Arcana check.
I understand.
That'll be a 34.
Boom.
Fuck.
34.
That's
a
a nat
nothing,
20 as
there
well.
we
That's a
go.
nat 20
Nat
as
20
well,
as well,
yeah.
Fucking Christ. So you're all experts in your fields today.
I'm not, apart from reading.
You rolled a
apparently.
24 reading, yeah.
I got-
Apparently reading's one of your expertise now.
Ah!
Oh no.
Wait a minute, I know.
Alvina
I'm gonna
hasn't-
add it to the list. Literate.
No.
Fuck.
Oh
God.
No. Well, yeah. Read your name titles. Yeah, you have to be literate.
Is that? I'm still scrolling, by the way, through to try and get to the end of my name.
The point as you're looking at it, this is definitely Arcanite. But obviously it's has a for the most part a transparent structure. A couple of the panels does have streaks of color in it, almost like stained glass. But for the most
Okay.
part, it is a semi-transparent. It's quite a thick of type of glass, so it distorts the light quite a lot to easily see it, because it's quite obscuring the actual light, the crystal itself. However, as you're kind of staring at it and trying to identify it, it doesn't look like any form of Arcanite you've come across recently. It's not quite Fool's Arcanite, which has a much weaker shine to it. But also, it's not the same Arcanite as the crystal arcane chips that the Arc table uses, which is a processed Fool's Arcanite. This one seems to have a much more organic, natural, cloudy, obscuring coloration to it. And it's definitely got a organic pattern to it. So it's more web-like than crystal-like, from what you can tell, at least just from visual observation.
Mhm.
But you still get the feeling you should be cautious with it. As you know, Arcanite itself isn't inherently magical, as in it doesn't give off effects or anything. It only channels magic and modifies the magic being channeled in it, which means if you can still encarve a arcane circle in it in order to cast spells and make magical items, for example. But it's unless you do that manufacturing to it, and at that point it's the symbology that's actually casting the spell through it, not the Arcanite itself.
Okay.
The Arcanite's just acting effectively as paper to whatever ideas you have. The paper never comes pre-filled in nature.
Mm.
And as you're looking here, it doesn't, as far as you can tell, you're not seeing anything you recognize to be arcane symbology. And yet there's something in your senses towards it that still warns you to be careful with it. Especially with doing any magic around it, and especially putting magic through it. You don't know if maybe it does. You don't know what the effect could be if it channels magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So-
you should definitely stay away from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So any magic
Simply-
users
Hey.
that may be here,
Yeah, I was on. We
They-
don't want to
Everyone.
do magic near
Who's
this.
the least glowy
Hey,
of
boy.
us all?
Point. Would that? Do you think it would be weird if I hit it with a magic weapon? Do you think that would cause something weird?
Ooh.
I wouldn't risk it. Have you got a non-magic weapon? If you don't,
It's
I do.
Alvino, so probably not.
No,
I have a
no.
crowbar.
I've got a few daggers.
If you can, keep it in one piece, but soaring down the side, that'd be great. This is fascinating. I want to study it. But-
Also, paradox. Alvina's unarmed attacks are magical.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, no, my multi-tool is probably also magical in a low-key way.
Yeah.
Forms of creation, clearly.
I have my gauntlets on, and I'm Alvina. She's literally just pulsing with magic at all times. She's literally glowing.
Are there any gaps around this at all?
I can make one.
Like very, very small ones, but it is quite like a dense spider web wall. So
Okay.
you can see through gaps in it for the sake of teleportation magics, but not enough for a human to weasel their way through.
I was more thinking,
Hey.
if I create a small saw, can I just saw away at the edge?
Well, you create it. It's a magical item.
If you're making it
So I
magically,
simply
then-
checks the words, as an action, you create one non-magical item.
Yeah.
It's conjuration.
So I have to step way to do it, then
using
do it.
I was gonna say,
to make
fuck
it-
you, hand me one of those knives, I'll see if I can cut it. We'll just see what the interaction
Actually,
is.
yeah, we are in a bar. There might be cutlery around.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll hand over a couple of my daggers.
Yeah.
I,
Stand
think-
back.
I think the tables are non-magical if we really need to make a haul.
It's D4 as a dagger, right?
D4 plus. It's a finesse, so strength or dex.
Strength. I'm going to use it as slashing. I know it isn't technically normally a slashing weapon, but I'm going to be cutting with it, so I'm assuming it counts as slashing.
Yeah, that's fine. It
Yeah.
doesn't have a particular thing against any of the physicals.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
That should be right. Okay, so Alvina is going to try cutting
Hey.
it.
Al, you know that really beautiful crystal spider you put in with like orange back?
Yeah.
Right, stuff. I don't suppose there's any images of that without the hat on the leg.
Without the legs.
Yeah, if you look at the picture, there's legs in the background.
Oh,
I know there's
but-
this image if you want it, Chris, that I've got.
I literally just found that on Twitter. I was just browsing Twitter and went, "Oh, that's exactly what was just described." I can crop out the legs if you want.
Yeah, I was just thinking of this, like, how easy would it be to make a token out of that? Because I love that.
Oh,
that
I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you do that? Cause I want to
Yep.
use that for when the
When the inevitable
arachnids
happens.
eventually show up. Yeah.
Because Alvina is very prepared for. She knows what spider webs look like. She's got that much going for it, and she has been hearing the scuttling the entire time. Do you
I
want to
think
roll an attack?
Point
or
has the
just
same
do
idea,
it?
like spider-webs, but instead of detecting movement, it detects magic.
Yeah, Chris, do you want me to roll an attack for this? Because I've got it up.
Yes. Because it still has a. Glass still has an AC.
29 for 13 slashing damage. Also, if this counts as an object, that's 26 slashing damage.
It would count as an object. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Crystal glass has an AC of 13, so you hit it.
Yep.
Sure, unless you roll a 1 or a 2, you hit it. And it would count. This has actually got a resilient nature to it, but it still effectively counts as small, so it's got like 10 hit points. So
26 breaks it then.
yeah, it's glass. What do you expect? Even
Yeah.
if it's thick glass. I mean, to be fair, when they say glass, they mean like tempered thick glass, and not like
Yeah.
regular
Rubber.
glass and or reinforced fucking car.
It's not.
windshield
It's
glass.
not bulletproof glass. It's basically like breaking
Yeah.
both layers of a double glazing at the same time. Kind of tough glass.
But yeah, with it, you easily kind of like put down, and obviously you can't really like saw it. But as you attempt to just slowly increase the pressure, it does just brittly snap.
Yeah.
As it kind of causes a cascading effect of like a couple other strands just kind of feel the vibration of the pressure, and a couple more of them kind of crack and snap. As it's got it's got the sensation of what's the word I'm looking for? Like some sort of rigid, sticky paper.
Oh, I know
That
the
when
kind
you-
of stuff you're talking about. Like that.
Yeah.
That like toughened foam that you can put as padding for stuff. Really, when it's actually attached to something.
Maybe, but as you kind of like drop it, like unlike actual web, it kind of pulls down. It's effectively as if somebody just made a bunch of black tape. What's that called? Duct tape.
Duct
As if
tape.
somebody's like made one like a duct tape webbing.
It's kind of like
And as you-
It's kind of like bungee cord. Kind of like bungee cord, almost.
Well, not quite bungee cord. It's more like if you just like literally did a
A
bunch
sticky
of
mesh.
yeah, like a sticky mesh tape.
Ah, okay, I get you. Yeah.
So like duct tape.
Yeah.
And like as you kind of pull it away, it's got that kind of crinkling sound to it as it starts to like crease and crack the rest of the
Papyrus?
webbing.
Mhm.
But it's surprisingly like solid rather than webby. So rather than just like washing it away, you're kind of like peeling it off.
A bit
That
like
makes sense, it's
papyrus
made of crystal,
paper,
right?
but
One thing at a time. What's up, Bob?
a sort of papyrus kind of type paper. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's like to be fair, duct tape is kind of what I'm thinking of. Like, you know, when you're like peeling duct tape, like a multiple, like lots and lots of layers of duct tape on something, and you're just like peeling it off, it all kind of like is
Comes of
slightly
its...
more solid than you'd think.
Yeah, it's...
duct tape webbing, but the
if you-
brittleness of sort of papyrus.
Yeah. Actually, don't know how brittle papyrus is, but I'll take your word for it.
Kinda.
Yeah, it kind of, if it dries out too much, it becomes
It cracks.
completely.
Yeah, so it's got this combination of somehow both fragile but also not fragile.
I say it's... it's what I imagine webbing made of crystal would feel like, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But yes, as you do, like a segment of it just kind of like breaks away, cascading out until it kind of stops. You see a couple fractures here and there of some of the medium distanced webs, but it looks like the pressure of the force has subsided, having broken several circles effectively around the spot you were cutting. Would you like to continue?
Yes, I would.
Nothing ill has happened.
Yet.
It just kind of breaks to the floor.
I collect some of this for later study.
That's it, I'm assuming that's what Point's doing.
How are you collecting it? What are you putting it in? What are you
I think
doing?
I'm just taking like a bit of cloth, just wrapping it around it. For now, I was putting it in my bag.
You're effectively going full Yellow Arcanite protocol on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have enough experience to know how not to handle Yellow Arcanite, which is obviously explosive to magic. I'm going to assume you can handle this without getting magic on it.
Yep.
I smashed through another segment.
Using my hands.
Yep. This is effectively like 5 foot by 5 foot segments you're doing here, so this will clear the rest of the corridor.
Yeah.
As you just like slowly kind of just get rid of all of it. It kind of like crumbles to ground. Obviously, Point's collecting a little bit of it next to you until eventually it's removed enough that you can kind of step over a little pile of it on the floor.
Yeah.
Armor wanders over with a table in his hand, going, "Oh, we're not going full ball then. Shall I put this table back?"
Yes.
Okay.
It's like,
And
fuck
that
you, I'll
was
keep
Abby that
this.
said
Do you mind
that.
if I keep this knife for a little bit just while we're in here?
Put the table
Yeah,
back
but
down
I might
where
need
I
to cut
found
through
it.
some more, and I'd rather not hit it with one of my magic weapons, considering what Point told us.
Yeah.
So someone remind me when we get to a place where I can get some equipment to get a non-magical machete, because also it might not be a bad idea to have that if we go to the jungle in the future, right?
Probably more handy to have a magical one.
We'll also have a non-magical one as well, because Alvina, if she needs a magical one, she can use her sword to cut through.
Oh.
But in
Right,
case of
yeah.
more things which react weirdly to magic.
Sorry, Alvina, here.
What?
And I'm gonna hand you a hand axe. I just
Fucking-
looked at my equipment and went, "Wait a minute, I got a hand axe.
Yep, I'll
Am
be
I-
on.
That might work a bit better, considering I don't think you
My
like small weapons as much. Hand axe might be more your style,
yeah, it's all
or a
British.
javelin. Or I do have a javelin, I believe,
I don't
as well.
think a javelin's gonna be good at cutting.
Nah, but use it like an ice pick.
Yeah. Now the axe will do. I have one dagger and Zomi's hand axe. I'm gonna put that.
Yeah, I'll keep it noted on mine for hand axe.
Yeah, I'm just putting it down so I still have them.
I forgot I do have some non-magical items still on me. I
Yeah,
didn't
the only
get rid of.
non-magical weapon Alvina has on her is her longbow.
Yay.
Everything else is magical or magic adjacent. I wasn't really also wanting to just bust out the pyromancy in the middle of a wooden building.
No.
Well, no, it's wooden padded.
It's
Oh,
even
it's
Metal
still,
on the other side.
It
even
would have been more
still,
funny to watch you.
wall
target
of
shoot
fire
the
going.
panels. Panels, all
It
the,
is nice wood paneling. We wouldn't want to ruin it.
you could shoot all the little art pieces with the bow and see how
Bad.
well your targeting is.
What am I looking at, by the way, Chris? Here?
Well, it looks to be some sort of Terran reality, but it's hard to tell from this distance. It's actually kind of mirage-like.
Actually, one moment. Just a quick check. It's well within range. I've got eyes precise seeing up to 100 feet, Chris.
Yeah, well, there's no. You couldn't see it
That
past
was
the
a
map.
mile.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean at the moment. So I get the fine
Oh, right.
detail even at this distance. If there's anything other than just it looks like a rip in reality.
Oh, it was more just the rip in reality. It doesn't really exist simultaneously, like exists and doesn't exist.
Gotcha.
So it fucks with your mind.
Ah,
So it's not a case of you can't see the details. It's a case of your brain is failing to comprehend what you're looking at.
that's quite normal.
It simultaneously exists but doesn't exist.
I was going to make the joke earlier about don't worry, I'm fine against mind players. My brain's got plenty of space to dodge. So...
It's okay. You're lucky right now. You can do this.
I will put the axe and knives on my belt and continue forwards. Very much noting the extra webbing here. I'm assuming that's more crystal webbing, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, it's around a corner and therefore out of your line of vision.
Oh, okay. I thought because it was in and maybe a little bit around the corner, but fair. Okay, Alvina will look down these corridors. There's a dude!
As you come into
This room.
what the fuck even is this room?
I've
Should
no
thought
idea.
about what the actual rooms were.
An anti-room?
Oh, I don't know. You know, it would be off the actual like commune room.
It looks like just kind of a waiting room because it's like goes into multiple.
Yeah, you know, there's a couple
spots.
couches in here, a couple bookcases. It's like some sort of like lounge, adjacent resting room
Yeah.
to get away from like the busier noise. It's the quiet room of an airplane.
Oh.
But anyway, there's a slumped down corpse, or what looks to be a corpse, just against the wall. It's not reacting. It's got its head hung low. You can already see pointed ears, like sticking up from long blonde hair. The hair's lost its sheen. And effectively, 4 more little like pockets of webbings along walls, or like between one of the bookcases and the walls and the corners, etc. As well as an open doorway out to your right.
Okay. Just peering at the
and a-
guy.
Doorway to your obviously straight in front of you, but there seems to be some sort of strange, blurry fluctuation in space-time there.
Just looking intently at the guy. This is what I'm looking for. Is there any like crystal growth looking things on him? Just as a quick check, from what I can see.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Alvina's seen a crystal disease. She doesn't know. F14's not that great.
No, although it's quite hard. You don't see anything like on their like slumped hands next to their bodies.
Nothing growing out of the hair or anything like that, at least, yeah.
No, nothing that you can see. You can't currently see the face just because of
Yeah.
the angle that the head is hung down.
Cow was assuming, yeah.
And you do notice a couple of blood spots on their articles of clothing where it looks like there's a slash in their clothing as if they've been stabbed a couple times.
Yeah, I got you. Does it look like, say, from what I can tell, if I can see the actual injury, does it look like a... Because I'm assuming I've seen a giant spider bite before, right? Probably?
Yeah, probably, but to your recollection, it actually kind of looks more like a short sword.
Okay.
Or slashing damage. Or
Well, I was
claw.
imagining it like it's more just like a little horizontal line because it got stabbed into his belly.
Yeah.
So it is piercing.
It is still piercing, yeah. I was assuming it was still piercing damage, but it's like... different. Which it could be if there's crystal spiders. Could be like that, I get it.
Could be. They could have short sword-like feet.
Yeah. Or I was
Hands / limbs.
appendages.
Appendages.
Okay, there's a bunch more crystal webbing in here and a dead guy.
Okay.
Well, dead.
I'm right
Elf?
behind you.
I know. I'm talking to the rest of them who are hiding at the back.
Oh, skirt.
It
I'll have a
seems safe
look.
to come up.
Cover me.
Sorry, I was still distracted by the webbing.
Oh, I'm walking it as well. I will check his
Well,
pulse.
they can cover us.
One moment. I will check his pulse. He's alive!
I'm gonna check,
Oh, shoot, it's alive. And I rush over and
Can I-
immediately put a heal into him.
check the body for her. Over for...
1 second. The DM's trying to make a bookcase.
Yep.
bookcases, some couches. There you go. That's what I'm bothering to do.
He's alive, right, Chris? Clearly. My medicine check told me he's alive.
Which is funny because he is alive.
Fuck,
Oh,
fuck, he
he's
is.
now got 9 more
Oh my
health.
god, I didn't think he was alive.
As Alvina.
Yes.
There's a 21 hit.
Yeah.
As you go to check that he's alive and you turn back to tell the rest of the party, the figure reaches up and grabs your arm and sinks their teeth into you.
Ow!
You take 1 piercing damage.
I hate that.
That's it. What would you like to do?
Punch him in the face.
All right, go for it.
I've got to find my unarmed attack. Give me a second. 26, 11 bludgeoning.
The figure slumps back, kind of like falls to the side, and just kind of lies there in a heap. Their eyes closed, they're not moving, you don't see any breathing.
That crack his skull by any chance. Point.
At
Maybe.
this point, I arrive and do the healing.
Is it on me or on him? Point.
Mm.
Can you get... I'm concerned because the guy just bit me. Can you check me for any, like, zombie virus or anything?
I can have a look. I'm not a medical doctor. I just have a healing spell. How would I have a look? Would it be medicine?
Well, it depends. What are you looking for? Are you looking for something biological? Are you looking for something magical? Or are you looking for something of a supernatural, like, curse element-wise?
Oh, I'd look for curse,
Then that is a religion check.
which I didn't get better at.
You can
Yeah.
get there at
I'm-
really oughta.
Yeah, still
I
25.
I'd like to do an investigation on the mouth and see if there's anything weird about the teeth. As
They're
in
gone! Because I'm gonna punch him
magical.
in the face!
If there's any magical lingering, or something.
Well, that's not
Explore.
investigation. You just open his mouth. You succeed at that part. As you look at his teeth, they look to be regular elven teeth. If you'd like to see if there's anything magical about them, make me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I want to see if there was anything magical lingering on the teeth that might infect Alvina that they're worried about.
The spider!
Spider appeared. No, that's so great. Look at that. So good.
You're welcome.
So that's a big fucking spider, by the way!
Mm.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna murder all of
I'm looking forward to it.
you. Oh. Just gonna go randomly plop this somewhere in the map.
Yeah.
No.
Make it bigger. But yeah, I'm assuming the, there we
God.
go, there we go!
Ah!
That's the right kind of size!
Yeah, it's even one
yeah,
of the legs is
did-
poking through the wall.
Did the 25 religion find out that I'm infected with some sort of zombie virus?
Holy shit, you got 25 religion.
Yeah,
They rolled a
19 plus
19.
6.
They rolled a 19, yeah.
As you're looking over, you know, you're just kind of like getting a feel for any necrotic energy, any curses or anything. You're kind of looking into the eyes and seeing if there's any you know, swirling dark energy in there, or if Alvina is secretly giving you like murder eyes.
She's got glowing, burning red eyes. So anything
Yeah,
out
they're
of the
always
norm.
murder eyes.
So, not having the bird eyes would be more of a concern at this point.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fair. You look around the actual wound, see if there's if it smells funny or anything. Always a good tell for curses. Do you have any salt on you?
Alvina does.
Yeah, say I don't. I know Alvina will.
All right. Well, would you like to try the old test of throwing salt in their face?
If you advise it, you're the doctor.
You say with Zormir right there.
You're the doctor that's
Not that kind of
believable.
doctor.
You're the doctor that's believable.
Alvina,
Yep.
Don't flinch. Throw.
Okay, she doesn't even close her eyes.
Ow.
That's concerning, but I don't know if it's because of the bite.
What?
Neither do I.
I think
Um,
that's just Alvina.
Well, no smoke started to rise, so you're pretty sure they're not cursed.
Okay, it's not a spiritual curse.
But
It might still be
You're also-
poison.
you're also slightly concerned about what the fuck's wrong with Alvina.
That's an ongoing thing.
It's normal.
Exactly. Zormir, as you're looking at the teeth, you give it a little poke. You bring out some tools to test things. As far as you can tell, and to be fair, you're pretty experienced when it comes to looking for magical teeth. Who knows why?
Yep.
There is
Vampires!
no...
Vampires.
Vampires don't have magical teeth.
No, but it's a
They're
magical creature
supernatural
with
cursed teeth.
Yeah. They're
That
magical.
would be religion.
Religion.
Vampires also aren't magical.
They're already dead. They're naturally magical.
Yeah, but they're not like arcane.
They are not
magic.
kind of
They're,
magic. You know
they're, they're all tombed
Oh,
supernatural.
actually, I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
also-
because both vampirism and lycanism derive from Elder Curse.
Ah, I knew. Yeah, I knew
also-
Lycan was. I didn't know vampire. Cool, good to know.
And
Molo.
I'll also give you a bit of reasoning there for this.
Okay.
He's seen Junior trap some of the vampire teeth just to get people when they try to check them to see if they're vampires with his artificery or something, like so they don't speak about who they belong or things like that.
True.
He's noticed
Well-
Junior doing that.
Well-
There, some backstory for you.
Well-
Trap teeth from Junior.
As I already got one of Junior's teeth. Point basically went. There's nothing too crazy wrong. I mean, it's basically going. There's a cut on her arm now, right? Because we get pierced the skin.
Yeah, like it bit hard. There's a wound. Wow, there's like a very minor bite wound.
Little cut. Yeah,
But it
Alvina's.
did pierce the skin. There's a tiny bit of blood.
Yeah, Alvina's gonna just like put a finger in, just see if there's anything like in the injury. If there's not, she'll just like set her thumb on fire and just like sear it
And
shut.
to see if there's anything in this.
It
Gush
rips
of
into
blood.
her arm. Ha! There's a thing. Weird.
You have a look and you don't see anything other than obviously the blood. No, you've experienced a couple teeth marks
More than a
in your
few.
life.
More than a few.
You know?
Yeah.
And you recognize it to be what it is. Like other than maybe some very small bacterial things, just naturally, it's probably fine. But the fire will take care of that.
Exactly. That's what kind of I thought. Just seal up. If it's
Nothing out of the ordinary that would give you pause to concern.
yeah. Well, if I die horribly, that happens.
I don't know what.
More concerned about you. Can I just examine this guy?
Also, you told me not to
Examine the
flinch, so I
corpse.
didn't.
Oh,
Jones comes down and like sniffs next to him.
Yeah, if you die horribly walking off. Exactly.
Jones-
Smells like mind flare.
Ah, okay.
As in, this is a mind
he's
flare
pretty
or
dead, right?
infected by it.
Oh, I don't know. It just has.
Alvina punches him again. Does he twitch?
No.
Kit, I don't suppose you have Revivify, do you?
We're not revivifying something that attacked us. Or
Yeah,
someone
also,
who
did you know this
attacked us.
guy?
Yeah, did you know this guy?
Could you lift his head a little bit?
Alvina does.
Tilts his head up.
Lift his head a little bit, yeah.
One of us tilts his head up.
Do seem familiar, but I spent a lot of time away, and we did have a lot of rotating members. I think it might have been Gerald.
Hmm.
I only encountered him once a couple of years ago when we were both at the station between quests. As far as I remember, he's a bit of a pompous asshole, but still,
Not the type of
What was it?
person that'd bite someone, right?
he's still a. Oh God, no. Pretty sure he was actually a germaphobe in life.
Hmm.
Well,
At least
it's a
you
good idea to bite that one then.
at least the bite isn't that infected.
Hmm.
Yes, but while he might have been a bit of an ass, it's still a shame to have gone out this way.
Yeah.
What do you make of those stab wounds? Any idea of what did him in?
Looks like a sword wound, but it could be something just kind of because there's these crystal webbing things. If there's some sort of crystalline creature with pincers or fangs or something that could have punched into the wound like that.
I'll leave it to you. I'm just here to watch and observe.
Yeah.
Anyone know of anything crystal and creatures you've encountered?
Nothing what we've encountered in the wastelands. Well, we've dealt some strange creatures. You know, like purple crystal worms.
Yeah.
But nothing of this.
The only crystal. Assuming they've seen crystal golems are a thing. Probably fought some weird crystally earth elementals in the past. But these look like spiders. Anyone heard of a crystal spider?
Jones and Abby shake their heads.
What? Fuck you.
So is that something one of the various
Where is he?
entities would have told us, or is that just Chris world building that I remember?
I can't remember.
It's Chris' world building that you remember. Because
Okay.
they have shown up in past campaigns.
Is there any
Okay,
chance any
yes,
of the
okay.
party members, because
Nope.
Dalvina definitely not, but is there any chance for any of the party members to have encountered something like that before?
Not normally, not unless. No, because even in Copper they were hidden away because they're actually quite a very ancient. They're normally dormant and deactivated.
Mhm.
And you found back in Copper in Mr. Brightside's tower, they were a very unique niche group that had been reactivated but didn't have a purpose anymore.
So yeah, definitely not. Well,
Oh.
we'll go assuming that there are crystalline spider creatures, I guess.
So yeah, I mean, anything that can make a web like that is probably
Ooh,
something
Okay.
But
adjacent.
question,
What,
Chris.
what's this thing here?
I
It's hard to see.
yeah, it's confusing my eyes. It's going weird.
Oh yeah, I was studying that when Alvina asked for medical help. Just peer at it closely.
All right, make me an intelligence saving throw.
I know.
Oh. Saying that. Oh,
I was about to say, you said that. You rolled in that one, didn't you?
yep.
Knew it.
Would you like to do
I
anything
get plus
before
10.
announce
I
the
rolled in that
results?
one.
Would you like to do anything before I announce the results?
I'm about to say,
Right in
it's,
the day.
it's probably.
It's more funny if I
I'm
just
about to say,
let
it's
it
probably
happen.
it's probably actively hurting Alvina's eyes. She's probably trying to avoid looking at it as much as possible after the deep and see it from a distance. So
All right then. The point.
he's gone.
As you're staring at, your eyes become strained from looking at it, and you feel this strange buzzing at the back of your skull as a headache comes on. You can feel the approach of a migraine as you continue to stare at it. And this migraine is going to give you disadvantage, or the headache you already have is going to give you disadvantage on ability checks going forward until you've had time to recuperate from this mental duress. Do you continue looking at the tear?
No. No, I look away.
Okay. You look away. You still obviously experience the
Ow.
minor headache, but it is not getting worse now that you've looked away.
Does anyone have any aspirin? Or paracetamol?
Oh, I've got something. Eat this.
What's aspirin and paracetamol?
Oh, must be from our own universe. Pain-killing medicine.
Eat this.
Oh, I have this this cocaine.
Point. Eat this.
I'll eat whatever Alvina's thrusting at me first.
Cool.
It's fine. It's a shit post.
Hell yeah.
They don't actually have cocaine.
Yeah.
No, it'd be
It's
opium. for that
opium.
reason.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah. Alvina just handed you a handful of red arcanite dust, by the way. Or just fed it you.
It's not gonna help.
With
That's-
the
that's
headache,
just
I just
basic
immediately
chili
put it in. Just put it in.
Yeah.
Oh god, spit it out.
Eat
Yes,
it.
you've just the equivalent of just taking like a handful of chili flakes and just throwing them in your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, at least the pain's no longer just in my head.
Exactly. It takes your mind off it. That's what my parents told me when I was younger.
I'm gonna take a step back. Don't look too closely at that. It really hurts your eyes.
Okay. What is it?
Did I glean anything from staring at it until I got a headache, or?
It stared back.
You did not. You turned away too quickly.
Unfortunate.
Well, but no.
Like it takes a bit of time to actually study it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Ooh, wait a minute. It gives you a headache if you look at it, right?
Yes.
Lou,
Yes.
you're a robot. Maybe you can figure
Yes,
something out about it.
I forgot I was on mute. I started to say something.
Ah.
But yeah, from where Lou was,
Oh, wait a minute.
I would like to assess him to see if he's undead.
That's what I was thinking. Also, by the way, I just remembered Alvina does actually know a type of crystalline monster, but it's definitely not these. She saw all the crystal dragon stuff, didn't she?
Oh yeah.
Lou would like to use his eyes of the grave.
Ooh.
What does that do?
At first level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of the undead, whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic. This sentence doesn't tell you anything about a creature's capabilities or identity.
That
You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier.
that is really cool. Actually, that could is the thing pinging us dead. The dude.
He is.
Ooh.
He is categorically undead. And more importantly, Lou, as you are feeling around, you feel the presence of a second undead out in the corridor to the right where roughly Zormir is for the doorway.
Am I the only one that feels this presence?
Yes,
It's
'cause
your
you undoing
ability.
the ability.
It's your ability.
Okay, guys.
Yep.
This guy is undead, and I feel the presence of somebody just round the corner who is also undead.
Alvina
So just
immediately
careful.
stands up. Oh, also, by the way, because I want hearing this guy is undead. Yeah, his teeth aren't vampire teeth, right? You checked them, Zombie?
Yep, they're just
But-
regular elven teeth.
Cool.
Uh,
Well, just to be safe, Alvina is going to hit him while he's down once with her hammer. Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Thwack.
Okay. Roll me initiative.
Yep, knew it.
Oh, that's quite funny. Got negative 2. All right. You see the eye as you're getting ready to attack. You see the eyes of this undead open, but you are already in position to strike down since it rolled a fucking 6 and will take the next 6 seconds getting up. To be fair, only Alvina needs to roll for this one
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure they're about to
Yeah, right.
murder this thing. This is whether or not I could get a bite in before Alvina murdered them.
Yep.
All right, roll for attack.
Okay, that was the first attack. With a
It's got an
20.
AC of 8.
Hit it for 24 for the first one.
It has 22 hit points. You kill it. It
Oh,
is
it was-
dead. It goes.
It wasn't that for damage. It was 20 damage because the 2 isn't.
Oh, it's got 2 hit points left.
Yeah.
Hit it again.
You
Hit it
you
again.
whack
Now
it,
I
but
get
it's
it.
still crawling
Bitch
towards you.
slap it.
It goes limp. As you like fucking bat it halfway across the room, I imagine.
Smacks it back. It smacks into the wall. It gets back up. Smacks it back into the wall again. Right.
It slumps back down to the ground. What would you like to do?
Cool.
One more hit.
I'm actually worried that it might be a zombie. So what Alvin is gonna do? She's gonna use the quick switch thing that she can do. To switch to a different weapon. because we know this. We know the thing about zombies, right? That sometimes they are really, really stubborn
Oh
to
yeah,
kill.
yeah. Anything below like anything tier 2 or below, you just know as a party from experience.
Yeah. She busts out the radiant chainsaw just to make sure. Stay
Oh my God, I
down.
forgot you had a radiant chainsaw. It's so good.
Yep.
Oh my God.
That would do it.
Alvino, lollipop chainsaw him.
Literally.
More importantly, what would the rest of you like to do while Vina goes full zombie hunter mode and is just eviscerating and cutting up this old member of the Wrecking Force Society?
I'm looking to see where this other presence that Lou said is for this doorway.
Would you like to do so
Ah, thank you.
carefully or quickly?
Thank you very much for the
I've got
subscribe,
the
Beard. It's the gifted
I've got-
sub that's got the new alert, though, but thank you very
I've got my shield up and I'm holding my weapon at radiant mode.
Yep. Zombie! Got it!
Okay.
Okay.
Where are you looking? Are you going through the doorway or?
I step to the doorway with the shield in front of me.
All right. You look left and right. You notice on their knees, again similarly head hung, is the back of another body. They're in effectively a kneeling, praying position with their head hung low. You can
Okay.
see it in front of them. Oh, you also see this little wibble in the air that causes you to kind of strain your eyes a little bit as you look in that direction, just as you're forced to kind of divert your eyes back down to the body itself.
Spotted the other one.
Okay,
Will I go deal with it?
if you like.
Okay.
You do
She's
it quietly, my head
rev-
still really hurts.
She revs the chainsaw.
I'm gonna step towards it and swipe it with my with my punch and basically try to hit with a radiant punch.
All right, roll attack.
Well, actually, what
You
undead was
also
one of the
have-
reasons I was specifically wanting a radiant weapon.
You would also have advantage because it is technically blind.
Okay.
Ooh, that probably would have happened if you
Oh.
stared longer at it point.
Hmm.
There's 37 radiant damage. The 23 was the better hit anyway, so just take the first bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also has this like a hood up, and it's got a little bit of like studded leather on its armor. As you punch it, it falls to the side, and you actually notice. First of all, it appears to be dead. You've killed it. Congratulations. One second. Actually, here you go.
Yep.
Dead.
The
Just
dead
to give you comfort.
The deader.
Deader. You actually notice that this corpse doesn't have his eyes anymore, and you notice that there are prolonged claws as you stare into a tabaxi furred face, and it looks like he may have clawed his own eyes out.
Jesus.
Okay. This one clawed its eyes out.
What?
It clawed its own eyes out.
I look
This is
around the
tabaxi.
corner briefly, see the other thing, and then just go, nope. Okay. Another one of those void
Yeah.
things in there.
Let's not
Yeah.
look too closely at those.
Why do you think I'm looking at the corpse intently rather than the thing wibbling in my...
I don't know. I'm staring very
Peripheral.
intently at Abigail right
Thing
now.
wibbling.
Sorry, Abigail.
Wibbly wobbly.
That's okay. You know Jones is just staring at it, right?
Oh,
Jones,
God.
are you
Jones,
okay?
no, Jones.
Wait, Jones,
What?
are you okay?
Yeah.
Not getting any headaches?
No.
Cool, what is it?
Basic training.
Don't know. Can't see through it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Alvina's looking back the other way.
Gonna throw
By
a bit
the
of
way,
debris through it.
Someone's...
so there's
Someone-
zombies?
Someone stay nearby me. I'm going to see if I can figure out what the damn thing is.
Okay. I'll stand here.
Oh, he's gonna be insufferable if he gets a headache like this.
Don't worry, we can deal with it. Question. Should we clear out these cobwebs while we're waiting for Zormir? It's not a bad idea, right? Also, point, if you could do me a favor and check me for a zombie virus, I'd appreciate it. I don't know if that's a disease. I'm not medical.
I have no means of doing that, but I will have a look.
Weirdly enough, it's both. Kind of depends. There's so much there's so many origins and causes of zombieism
Exactly.
that it generally could be all three.
Yeah.
Well, we've checked spiritual. Let's do
Biological.
it was spiritual, biological, and arcane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So medicine and arcana.
Okay,
Well,
I'll do
it won't-
arcana.
It can't be arcane, considering I found no arcane stuff in the mouth.
Okay.
That doesn't mean
Yeah,
anything.
so it's
It's a zombie.
to be fair, you would probably find traces on it as well in the bite
Okay.
if it was an
These will roll for
magic
both.
zombie.
Yeah.
Cool. You're looking over, and obviously it's quite hard to tell without having lab equipment to analyze blood. But from your best determination, you do not believe that it is bacterially transferred past.
Cool. And
Yeah, I don't have more flavor for that. You detect whatever would give your character confidence that it is not a virus or anything biological.
yay. For the
Good to
arcane
know.
one. For the arcane one.
And you also know it's not the arcane one.
Cool. Hey, there's a non-zero chance that Alvina being a pyromancer has made her immune. There's non. How do you deal with a zombie virus in a lot of shows and things? Fire. Alvina is close to made of it. Is she
I
just
may
doing
be,
it?
be dropping the thing that was put on you to give me a better chance on this.
Okay.
The
Oh.
synchronicity.
Cool. Alvina's, by the way, going to go and start smashing up these cobwebs with
Dropping
the hand
synchronicity
axe.
and casting
Wait, Chris, I just
ability.
what health do they have? And what's the need to hit for the cobwebs? I have to actually roll still. I can't not miss them.
Oh yeah, it's a DC 30. I mean, to be fair, I'm not actually gonna make you roll. You just, if you give enough time, you will just hit them and clear them out. There's no danger here.
Yeah, because Alvina does a 10 plus d6 damage to them doubled, so I think she guaranteed destroys them with each swing of the axe.
Yeah, they've got 10 hit points per like 5 foot.
Yeah.
And a 13 AC. You will just clear them out with like a section with each hit unless you get really unlucky. At which point that's just more like a flavor of like you accidentally whoops and miss it entirely.
You get the axe stuck in the webs because I hit it slightly off or something. It's like pull it out.
You actually like hit through the webs and actually embed it in the wood paneling. And you're like, oh, I marked the wood paneling. Shit.
Yeah, Alvina's gonna
Yeah.
spend some time cutting the webs and make sure not to get and telling point because you gotta clear the place out, right? Because they're going to recolonize it afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair. You've
Um,
been clearing things out.
I'm dropping the concentration on that one and giving myself Fox's cunning.
Yep.
Advantage on intelligence saves.
Okay.
Right.
If you're gonna analyze it, give me a intelligence saving throw.
21.
21. As you stare at it, you feel the strain in your eyes as you attempt to pierce through this tear and what you can only perceive to be some sort of tear in reality. It's almost like what an unstable portal gate may look like, or some sort of planar tear could look like from your experience as an artificer. And as you're staring at it, you feel this buzz begin to form in the back of your mind. As it's getting harder and harder to look on it, you have disadvantage on all ability checks while this strain persists in your brain.
I hate to.
Would you like to continue analyzing it?
I hate to say, by the way, Zomir as well. Enhanced ability doesn't help your saves in any way.
I don't know.
Nope, it does checks. So
No,
that
we
was...
can retcon it back to having the simplicity for now.
Yeah.
I'll still take the 21.
Yeah, I just I was like, we don't think it does saves, does it? I just checked. It does not do saves.
I thought it
But
was saves as well.
Nope, it's only
Zormir,
checks.
would you like to continue analyzing and looking at the tear?
If it did saves, it would be a way higher level spell than second.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Although to be fair, isn't there a cantrip that does save? So like your next one for resistance or something.
No, it gives you resistance to. Actually, no, there is one, but it's like the.
There is a spell
It's the
called
next one.
resistance.
It's the next one this turn, I think. So it's
Yeah,
very.
you've got
quick.
like mind spike or something like that.
Yeah, they're,
Oh,
they're
it's
all.
it's added D4 to it. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's D4.
I do have that one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you got D4 to it. Then.
Yeah, anymore.
Uh, and it's also concentration for a minute, so it's effectively like or it's effectively like guidance.
Yeah.
But
And the-
for saves.
And the enhanced ability does technically help you because it's giving you disadvantage on checks for looking at it. You've got advantage on intelligence checks while the spell is up, so it's neutralizing out on that. So it's not.
To
a
be fair, these are
terrible
all
thing.
saves anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, fair then.
All right, what would you like to do?
There's disadvantage.
No, it's disadvantage on checks. This is a save.
Yeah, if you're wanting to continue looking at it, make me another intelligence saving throw.
It's still
Uh-huh.
straight.
Okay.
You got a plus 10.
Yeah, you've got good odds.
Yeah.
Just that first one was a nat
It's
one.
not like you can get
unfortunately.
a natural one with a +10.
Yeah, again, by the way, because he
And
already
I
did. That was his other roll. Was a nat one.
So you're saying I should use resistance as well on it?
Oh yeah, if you have it, just keep
Yeah,
it
you
extra
just
D4.
spoke of it, right,
Although it's
D4.
concentration, so you will still have to drop the spell on Alvina.
Yeah.
It works
roll
either
D4.
way.
Well, actually, I'll go up to Zormir and put my hand on him, and I will give him a D4 so he can keep Alvina.
Lucky. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
It's like, no, you don't need to drop it. I got this.
I say
Give me a
to
4.
Zormir, bless you, my brother.
Your siblings?
Thank you. This is very straining on the eyes, and
It's why I'm not looking at it. It's why I'm hacking away at
hurts
these
a little.
webs.
It does hurt. In fact, it continues to hurt as you can feel a throbbing pain at the center of your head now, and a ice-like feeling begin to creep down the back of your spine as goose pimples form on your arms underneath your armor, and you feel a little nauseous looking at it as your speed is half.
Okay.
Would you like to continue looking at it and analyzing it?
Jesus. Push through, Zombie. You may as well. You got this, buddy.
All right. I'll go for one more round to see if I can figure it out.
Okay.
You're an investigating guy. This is good.
Then we'll take a little break after your next roll.
Go. I'll be
Try
right back.
lesser restoration myself.
Yeah, I'll be right back right now.
Yeah, that should be fine. It's a mental strain, so yeah.
To get rid of my headache. Okay, that means I might be able to lesser restoration whatever the hell is about to happen to Zormir.
I'm gonna use my destiny and reroll that.
Okay. Wow, Destiny apparently is fucking determined.
Destiny apparently fucking did
Jesus
me.
Christ, that's just
Because
roll the
even
exact
with
same thing.
even with the 4 often, if I get off a nail, that's not gonna help.
It's not.
What?
It's not.
17.
I can't see you.
So
I can't flash
Zormir, the pain continues and intensifies. You can feel the ice kind of going, and you feel this dread begin to form in the pit of your stomach. You start to feel the shadows encroaching upon you as your vision begins to narrow, and the world seems to stretch in front of you, becoming a dark and, quite frankly, a little scary as you realize you're in the middle of nowhere in a universe that's not even your own, and there are things all around you. You can still hear the sound of crystal legs scurrying on metal floors and wooden walls. And as you do so, you almost begin to lose some of your courage as it begins to falter, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
Would Lou recognize any of what was happening?
No. No.
Fair enough.
Zormir, would you like to continue looking at and studying the tear?
I'm back.
Okay, this one's coming to coin flip. I'm gonna stay on a. I'm gonna.
Roll a d2.
Yep. One, I
Oh.
stay and do the dumb. Two, I actually.
Keep doing it. Push
Get-
through,
This
Zormir.
could generally be the death of you at this point.
One, I do the dumb and keep going.
Nah.
Two, I relent to the fear and move away.
What happened on the last check?
They failed.
Oh, okay, I'm
Also, they
continuing
rolled a
to stay.
13, and then they used their destiny and rolled a 13 again.
13.
Destiny has
Okay.
decided. You can do it
He's going to
again.
do the. He's going to do the dumb and continue, and this
Oh.
is a disadvantage.
Yeah,
I'm ready
the
to catch
saving
him.
throw is at disadvantage again.
17.
Would you like
And-
to do anything?
Have a flash of genius, +4.
21.
Okay. And I'm gonna.
I'll
Do the thing again, Luke.
give guidance.
The resistance guidance.
Resistance.
Roll a d4.
A D4.
23.
Two.
23 total.
23 total. Okay. As you are staring at the breach,
The breach.
you see a glimpse of something beyond it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what your mind can only contextualize as strings and knots in the string. Thousands upon thousands of them with the strange morphing dark energy all around them. And you see attached to several of these strings are large crystal spiders. They aren't moving, they aren't doing anything in particular. They appear to be inactive, just stationed on the line. And you see what looks to be a disturbance in the area. It looks like several of the lines have been destroyed. A couple of the spiders are floating in free form motion as they drift in this non-existence. And you see something deep in the middle of this vast cosmic web, this cosmic weave all around it. A drifting non-arachnid figure, a large hulking body that seems to have pale skin engraved with red tattoos. As you spot, before your mind recoils, the glint of what can only be described as hexagonal purple arcanite eyes glance towards you.
Okay.
Is it actual alternate reality, Alvina?
No, it's
The
the
fuck?
boy giant.
And your
Stuck
mind
in.
recoils
Oh, that was
back as your hit point maximum is half.
Jesus.
Okay.
By the way, yeah, I forgot that yes, it is very similar tattoos to Alvina because they're both red arcanite tattoos. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you only had red arcanite, and at the time you used it to inscribe the giant's body with the arcane runes required.
yeah, I completely forgot about that.
And I think it's a stone giant, if I remember correctly, that gets turned effectively into a void
yes.
giant.
Yeah, it was a stone giant.
Yeah, so pale skin makes sense. Go. Just
Yeah.
want to make
It's
sure
like grey,
I got that.
grey, yeah, grey stone.
Yeah, because I know actual biological void giants have purple, but I know this one was a fake
DIY.
void
It
giant
was a
in a way.
DIY void giant.
It's a DIY one because it's just a stone giant given void powers.
It was basically like a
Um,
golem, if memory serves. We basically made it into a golem, didn't we?
Yeah. Zormir, as you can feel your life essence being drained away, your sanity slowly slipping as you stare at the very fabric of reality. Would you like to continue to stare at the tear and learn any additional stuff?
Then the next one kills you, just
No.
as a heads up.
No, the next one has their speed reduced to 0. The next one kills
you.
them.
Yeah. It's levels of
Zormir
exhaustion. It's
falls.
got like, it's the
Levels,
abilities
yeah.
and levels of exhaustion. Yeah.
I'll have you
Armin,
know, I've written it as psionic exhaustion.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's an exhaustion of the mind
That's what I was going.
to
It's
comprehend.
yeah, I was going. It's giving the effect of exhaustion, but they don't actually have exhaustion. So.
Zormir falling
Oh, yeah,
to his
they have-
knees. That's the void giants in the tear.
Ah!
Ah,
How the hell do we get it out? Or do we just leave it?
And the
And-
crystal
Where's the
spiders
Oni King?
are in there. Whatever dimension that is, where they're
Oh,
In.
so the spiders are in
So-
a different dimension.
yes,
Huh.
whatever they're doing through there, the void giants crashed through it, broke in some of the lines,
Webs.
webs, whatever they're creating.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
They might see us as a threat.
Well, I'm cutting away at all the bits in here.
I don't think we're supposed to be in that dimension.
What gave you that
Dominance.
idea? What gave you that idea?
can we convince the giant to come this way?
I don't know. I'm not staring in there anymore.
Okay. I-
Quite frankly,
Would you like some heals?
I don't.
I'm
I
gonna,
don't feel so
I'm gonna
great.
pull Zorma in here and just sit him on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll bless a restoration, Zormir.
Eat this, Zorma.
Is this
Don't
your red
eat what
arc?
Alvina gives you.
It's not a red arcanite.
Your red
no.
arcanite.
It isn't, no.
Okay. What I eat? What he's handing me?
It's just like an apple or
Um,
something. It's just
I
a ration.
remove. I doff enough of the helmet that you see that I'm looking more sickly and pale.
But see, eyes are probably like fucking
My
bleeding,
muscle-
aren't they?
My muscle mass is sort of shrunk down a bit, even
Well,
for
it's-
when I'm not in my bulky form.
It's mental exhaustion, so I'm assuming you just...
Yeah, to be fair, there isn't any physical ramifications
Oh.
other than like sunken eyes. You are more than welcome to bleed
Yeah.
from your eyes or ears.
Yeah.
But it's specifically
Brain
it's
problem.
Such a yeah, it's predominantly a psionic psychic attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or
Y-
effect.
Considering I lost half my health, I feel that he lost a bit of his
No, it's
Well,
like
no, no. To be fair, that's a misconception of health.
Yeah.
Health
Alright.
doesn't necessarily mean
plot armor.
your
I know.
actual vitality. Yeah. It's also like your ability to your luck, your ability to dodge, all of that kind of just simplified down. So your health is halved in that you are unlikely to be able to avoid attacks as much. You're much more sluggish. You're just not really thinking. Your head is full of this fog cloud.
Lethargic.
after...
You know, you're like the rest of us in real life.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm about to say, Bob, it's Monday morning of an LT event.
Yeah. You know, like
But you know the
so
buggy,
you're
you
just
don't
more
get out of bed.
you're just more likely to die in this state.
Ugh.
Statistically by half. You're twice as likely to die in this state.
Yeah.
My legs feel shaky.
All right, well, you do this little roleplay. We're gonna take a quick little break there because I actually need the bathroom,
Yeah, I guess.
and then we'll come back to effectively do the little final segment of the exploration.
That was not something that you should stare into for
What do
too
you
long.
think? Why do you think I haven't been
I
looking at
did
him?
tell you so.
I thought I had the mental fortitude to stare into it long enough.
Why did you ever have
Babe.
that idea?
Babe, no.
What gave you that idea?
I put up with you lot.
Yeah. You
And
lock
we put up with
yourself
you.
You lock yourself in a room for weeks at a time. You had to build a robot to make sure that you wouldn't starve to death in your own room.
That's
No,
not
it's
mental fortitude.
fair.
That's
Exactly.
physical fortitude.
No, that's idiot. That's idiocy.
Well, I think I'm still concentrating on that spell I put on you earlier.
Yeah, thank you. What spell did you put on me?
Oh, you're just a
Synchronicity.
bit You're just a bit more lucky, and
No, fair. Thank you.
maybe you'll have some luck and be able to pull that damn void giant out.
How?
I don't know. Use brute strength. That's how you do it every other time.
True. Ooh, actually.
Who can speak giant?
No, I can't.
I'm saying who.
That guy
Dumb.
over there.
Kit can.
Pointing
But no,
at-
we've got to solve the problem on our own. That's the point.
Oh, the
I'm
point
just
to
saying, you
speak
can
giant?
speak.
Also,
There's
maybe.
the giant in the room.
No, I know. Does anyone have a grappling hook?
I can make one.
Make us a grappling.
Also, I do have tongues.
I mean,
Make us a
is
grappling.
it going to be long enough?
Well, that's what the rope is for.
Who has
And how
rope?
long's the rope?
All of us.
Yeah.
Hand me the rope. How much rope do we have
I
between?
might not have rope anymore, having given it to you last time you asked for rope.
I have.
Oh no, 50 feet of rope. There we go.
There you go. There's another one.
Uh,
How much rope does Alvina currently have on her?
I have 50 feet.
Cool.
Of
I
rope.
don't.
All right,
I don't have rope. I haven't had rope since the very start of the campaign that I gave you ages ago.
I remember I bought some more rope at one point because my original rope got cut into pieces.
Yeah, my original rope went to you for us to bridge the gap to go around the
Exactly.
things that were.
When it got sliced to bits. Because
Yeah.
my rope went as well. I remember buying some more. So I've got at least 2 ropes plus mine. Cause I
What
remember buying-
are we up to?
Currently, Alvina is tying some ropes together with a grappling hook. Also, she's finished cutting these apart. Everyone in this room is gone for the webbing, but she's not cut out the ones outside. Currently,
yeah,
she is currently tied. Oh, I have 2 sister ropes. So but you've got there's 250 feet, and I've got 250 feet on me. So I've got 200 feet of rope, and points made me a grappling hook.
And I think Lou's rope special, is it not? Is the repairing rope?
I
Oh,
assume
the
it's
rope
just
of
cheap.
mending.
We could use your rope of mending if you want.
Yeah,
Uh.
I've got the rope of mending and the
And 50 feet.
standard.
Yeah, let's use the
50
standard for
feet.
this. So I've got 200 feet of rope and a grapple hook, right?
Does a rope? If you had a rope mending a normal rope, does it just connect to that as well?
No, it doesn't add together, but it will connect normally. It's still
Okay,
like
you can
the
tie
knot.
it.
Is it- You can tie them together.
Yeah,
Part of it will be mending. The other part will not.
yeah,
Okay.
isn't fused into one. But
I was
Alvina
just curious.
will basically. She has a rough gauge of the position of the tear, but she isn't going to be looking.
I'm also
Ooh, hang
going
on.
to-
Yes.
Before you do that, I'm going to try one thing that might work because plot. Take that segment of translucent webbing I got before, hold it over my eyes and look at the tear.
Not bad shout.
You do so. You cannot see through the webbing, for it is milky and obscuring.
Okay,
Was
that
worth a
didn't
try.
work.
Was worth a try.
Yep, worth a try.
Also, this is. you're
Also,
the-
I'm going to try just like tossing one of the pork scratching packets I picked up just through the tear.
Ah, yes, feed the giant.
Okay.
More seeing if it's actually a physical tear or just a visual one.
It's also a good thing that Alvina's going to be the one doing the throwing because they got the luck on their side.
That's what I was planning on. Because she's
Eat.
totally doing this blind.
All right. One of you, whoever Alvina, yeets the food.
I give Elvina a D4.
I eat the food.
It point eats the
Uh,
food through it.
The point yeets the food over Alvina's shoulder. Alvina sniffs it as it flies past them.
Ang.
It's got a salty, bacony smell to it.
Ooh.
Mm.
Would you like to do
hungry now.
anything?
Bite
Would you like to try and catch the bacon?
in the mouth. Ang. Instinct. Pure instinct. Attack opportunity with
Give
teeth.
me a acrobatics or sleight of hand check. I know it's technically your mouth, but sleight of mouth check.
Sleight of jaw.
Sleight of
Slight
jaw.
of tongue.
You heard I was giving you a
21.
D4.
All right.
okay.
You do not find out the results of your experiment, for Alvina now has the meat in their mouth.
Ow.
Same difference as throwing the grappling hook in, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Next point.
Who is throwing the grappling hook? And I'm assuming everyone is trying not to look at the portal.
Alvina is going to be throwing a grappling hook through with her eyes closed. She is lucky because of the ability which Zormi has given me, which hopefully will direct it to, at least if it hits the correct area, the Void Giant.
So which tear are you going through, left or right?
This one.
In the doorway.
I'm in the doorway because I'm going this way, basically. Because I've been trying to like
Going for
stay
the
out
one
of
that I
out of
actually
line.
saw the giant.
Yeah, Alvina's basically been trying to
The
stay
one that was
out of
fucking
line of
absorbing
that one, as
Okay,
much
okay.
until she's actually making the throw, basically.
I'm
Fair.
watching Alvina, not the tear.
I assume Zormir is there or something as well.
Probably.
Or is this?
Oh, have
Alvina put him
inspiration.
in the room. Alvina put him in the room to calm down.
Fair. Okay, you throw the grappling hook and you watch as it is arcing and sailing through the air
With her
as
eyes
it just
closed.
keeps going. You have bardic inspiration as you hear the words of encouragement in your ear to the right.
Okay.
And as you do so, you both watch as the grappling hook continues to sail past until, well, actually, I mean, who's watching the grappling hook
No,
to
but-
see what it does?
Not
No
Alvina.
Don't want-
No
But
one?
we're listening for a clatter if it doesn't go through.
Okay. You
Or
hear.
unless it becomes taut, which would assume it's got a hold of something.
You hear a clutter of metal against metal.
Well,
What would
Alvina's
you like to do?
she's gonna start pulling it back towards herself.
You do. You
Um,
hear the
general
sound of
tugs.
metal scraping against metal
Yep.
and kind of bouncing a little bit, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably. Okay, she's gonna go round.
I sidle up sideways to the rift. And just kind of stick my hand in it.
Did I do it?
Okay, give me a survival check.
Oh.
It's fine. Survival. It's tracking. It's not.
Eh,
Ooh.
Goodbye.
you
My
feel
hat.
something at your feet as you fall.
No.
Ah,
You tripped over the
Do
dead
you
body.
attempt to open your eyes to see, to brace yourself, or are you going to let yourself fall
I'm
blind?
gonna open my eyes to brace myself.
Give me an intelligence saving throw as you stare directly into the portal.
Mhm.
I'm good at these sometimes. Okay, 20.
20. Your headache comes back. You have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay,
Nice.
fine.
And also a 6 bludgeoning damage as you smack your face into the ground, having tripped over the corpse.
Oh god damn it.
Okay. Alvina is continuing to pull the thing back. Does she grab the point with the grappling hook on the way past?
No.
There's a
it's
reason I
still-
went down the corpse side instead of the side with the grappling hook.
No, it wouldn't make sense. It eventually just like clatters across the ground back to you, and you pull it up into your hands. You feel the tip of like the metal grappling hook.
Okay, there's no giant on the end of it, guys.
Did it even go
Okay.
through?
No idea.
You know, I'm already here. I might as well throw something through just to see if it goes through.
Oh, you gonna
I-
look back up at the portal?
Yep.
All right, give me an intelligence saving throw.
There's an unzero chance that Alvina just missed.
Okay, that's a nat 20.
Hey!
And at 20,
30.
you see
Jesus fuck.
You see
one-
through the portal, and you see the same thing as I described to Zormir. And as you're looking at it, an understanding comes to you. An understanding so reckless, so dangerous, it is likely to murder you. As you
I already
feel
knew that.
a sluggishness come over you, your head begins to descend into this cold, icy feeling at the pit of your stomach as you realize that all around you, the world is crumbling, that something is fundamentally wrong, that something is missing, something is lacking, something has been taken from you, and you do not know what. There is a hole in your reality. And as
Yeah,
you
it's
do
right there.
so, you feel your speed
There's two.
halved and you feel that you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, I'm gonna look away now.
The void looked back at you. Is what a nat 20 is what that tells me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have a lie down. You guys
Okay.
deal with this for now.
Cool. Well, guess we can't get the void giant back. What a shame.
What a
Um,
shame. But yes, you effectively have 3 levels of psionic exhaustion now.
Yeah. I'm gonna just have a break.
All
What's
right.
one more day gonna do to stop this?
I'll be a hand you a Kit Kat.
I eat it.
Good.
I
You
open up
hear-
one of my packets of pork scratchings and just eat it.
By the way, you also hear a much closer sound of crystal on metal.
Yep. Is it by any chance by this way?
Guys,
No, but you do hear a slight shuffling sound that way.
Okay.
ah,
Well, Alvina is going
did-
to start hacking away at this one with the axe. She's distinctly not
It's,
looking down that corridor.
did we ever check if Lou gets the headaches from looking at these things?
No.
I've not been looking at it.
Lou's been doing the smart thing and not
Also,
checking.
Jones doesn't appear to get the headaches at all.
Yeah.
Maybe Jones should throw the grappling hook.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Hey Jones.
Yeah.
Can you
What is it? What is it?
can you throw this grappling
What is
hook
it?
through there? And
Through where?
That way. Alvina's actually pointing directly behind herself. Through the gap that way.
Jones,
And see if you can catch the void giant. This like big stone giant, kind of grey skin, red tattoos, purple eyes. Think you can nail it?
Okay, I can do that.
You got it. Here you go.
You see
Hands
that
you
guy-
the 200 foot of rope and
Yeah.
the thing.
Wait, yeah, point. What?
I was going to say something, but I think you're going to do something stupid if I say it, so just do what Alvina says.
Ah, smart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
got this, Jones.
All right, give me the grappling hook.
I have. I handed you.
Alright.
Keep hold of the other end.
Okay, and you want me to go in to the hole with the grappling hook?
Oh no! Throw it through and catch the giant.
That's what I worried would happen if I said if I said
You
fetch.
told him to speak to Alvina.
Yeah.
Wait. What distance do you want me to throw it at?
Wherever the giant is.
No, I meant on this side. Do you want me to get close to it? You want me to stay far away from it?
Not too close.
Okay.
Um,
We're
Okay.
gonna
I
drag
would
him
say
whole.
like a
He's quite
running
tall,
through.
right? He's gonna be. I don't know. Alvina's not even looking. Alvina's starting talking with her back to him, so she doesn't know how far
Alright.
he's gone.
Whoosh!
Clang, 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 clang.
Did it go
Okay.
through?
Go through what?
The weird portal thing.
Do you see a tear in that hallway in front of you?
See like a little wiggle in the air.
Did the hook hit the wiggle in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Okay. Well, it didn't
Try
work.
and hit the wiggle with the grappling hook, see if it goes through. If it doesn't, fine.
I feel uncomfortable doing that.
That's concerning.
Okay.
Why?
What?
What?
I just feel like I shouldn't look at the wiggle. It's making me feel strange. Like I
Okay.
shouldn't look at it.
Don't look
Okay,
at the
yeah,
wiggle. Got
let's-
it.
So we thought you were immune. That's why we asked you to do it.
I am immune.
Mhm.
Oh.
Or at least I don't look as bad as Zormir does over here.
Oh, that's just
Okay.
all me.
That's
Lou,
normally
can you
normally.
look at the wiggle
yeah, I was
briefly?
just about to say Lou
Or-
will.
Or can I ask
throw
Pointbot to
it.
look at the wiggle?
All right.
And yes, I will be looking.
What is your intelligence saving modifier?
It is +2.
+2. And did you have dice there, or do you want me to continue to roll?
And I can roll the dice on roll 20. D&D
No.
Beyond, sorry.
That's far too much screen looking. D&D Beyond never is quick to navigate.
Yeah.
It was more if you had physical dice and we're hoping to like actually roll them or anything.
And I do.
Oh, you do?
Hell
Because like
yeah.
a 2D100, you're not gonna have the dice for. So I was like, just, I'll do it. It's fine.
No.
But if you have a
Not
D20
for it.
there,
Weirdly, I actually do have a D200.
huh?
Yeah.
Fair.
They do exist.
1
Alright, well,
D20.
1D20. Roll that D20. Add 2. Let me know what it is.
That is 17.
17.
19 total.
You get a headache. You now have disadvantage on ability checks. Would you like to continue looking at the tear?
No.
As soon as you get the headache, go away.
I guess Pointball also gets the headache. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how Pointball relates to this. Is Pointball sentient yet?
Well, I don't know.
We don't know. That's up to you.
Does Pointball have an intelligence score?
Pointbot has an intelligence score.
Alright, roll me an intelligence save for Pointball. We'll let the dice decide.
I assume fuck you just gets instant migraine.
No, fuck you, it's fine.
Nope, that's a 5.
Does Pointball know how to communicate you complex ideas?
You can dance.
Mime and dance. Interpretive dance.
They dance. How well are you at reading these dances?
Not well with a migraine.
Reasonably good, I want to say, having...
Okay, give me an insight check with advantage.
Okay.
So neutral for you.
Oh yeah, I still have disadvantage, that's a regular spin. Roll.
Yes, because that's just level 1 and you're at level
15.
3. 15? You're pretty sure you picked up the dance signs for, no problem, no status effect afflicted upon operations. I love
That's
you.
a hell of a dance.
Oh.
There you go.
I do a little hand heart back at Pointbot.
That's
got-
what your romantic robot does.
You also got a
Nice.
5 points on it, meaning that Pointbot might be like now dead for all we know.
No, Pointbot is
Alvina.
fine. He doesn't seem to have a status effect.
Cool.
He hasn't been harmed.
Alvina, I have a really stupid idea.
What?
Throw one of the bodies at the tear. It's
Okay.
a bigger mass, it might actually hit the tear.
The horrible part, by the way. Alvina.
Yeah.
Knows there's a body down the corridor. She's going to walk down the corridor with her eyes closed. Down this
Yeah,
side
give me a
until she
survival
bumps
check.
into the body.
Oh god.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Take a D4, Alvina.
8.
Wow, you're supposed to be good at this
Okay.
one. Alvina, you trip over the corpse.
Okay.
Would you, as you begin falling, do you open your
found
eyes?
God, no! Alvina will try and combat
the
roll.
floor to the face.
Alvina will try to combat roll out of it, though, if you're cool with that.
Ooh, give me a dexterity saving throw. And you will take half of this if you succeed.
Nope. I didn't actually. Hilariously, I don't get to use my barbarian ability because I've got my eyes closed. But if anyone checking.
Yay.
You attempt to, but the floor is much closer than you thought to.
Yeah.
And you take 6 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
as you just elbow the floor, getting ready to go into that roll.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah. Alvina is going to reach her arm out and grab the body by the leg.
You do so. You're within 5 feet of it. You can just thingy around and grab it.
Yep. And she is
Alright.
going to swing it around upwards. The way she assumes the tear in reality is.
Yeah, you do so, and it just keeps going, and I assume it falls in an arc behind you.
She's probably holding it, so she just slams it down like suplexes it, basically. It didn't work!
Okay. So we can't physically interact with it.
Also, by the way, anybody else guarantees here's a splat. And probably
That does mean we
crunching
can just, like-
noises.
Shall we just walk through the first door over this side so we don't have to deal with whatever mess we've made over there?
Yeah.
So we have
What's
to
the
walk
point?
through them without looking at them.
Also, point, Alvina
Close your
walks
eyes.
Alvina walks into the room, looks at Point and goes, Point, can I have some help? If you look at Alvina, she's probably covered in blood.
Okay. Fine, I'm burning through spell slots slow quickly. Have a cure wounds.
Thank you.
That was a 3rd level cure wounds by accident, but
Congrats.
Damn!
you get 25
I
healing
wasn't
anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. I wasn't that much down, but sure, I was only down.
Yep, I
7.
clicked the wrong button, but I'm sticking with it. I'm too
Wow!
exhausted to think about what level I'm putting into spells right now.
Oh, thank you.
Ow.
Alvina, be nice to the point now.
I am always nice to the point. Except when they do really idiotic things.
No comment.
Yes, take the fifth on that.
Yeah, take the win.
Mm.
But cool. So Alvina is going to draw her normal weaponry and go down this way. For the TV.
Where are you going?
We're going this way.
Oh, there's a door down there.
There's a door down here.
Except we can just appear to walk through those portals. We just have to look at them while we're doing it.
Oh. Also, by the way, just so you know, I can hear shuffling in here, so there might be another zombie. Is anyone coming with me?
Okay, someone go with them. I'm a bit slower.
Same
fuck you,
here.
Alvin.
Yeah.
Because what
Ian
can go
Poncho-
wrong with fuck you and Alvina?
I've also got,
Keep
by the way,
rear.
I've also got, by the way, a worrying suspicion about those portals, but Alvina's not looking through them regardless, even though she's probably the best person to look through them, if my theory is correct. I think I'm too stupid to get migraines. Genuinely, I
You
think
want
it's
to
in
roll
reverse.
low.
I think you want to roll low.
I still got
You nat 20'd, which is the worst thing you could have done.
no.
and you got
I also nat 1'd, but nat 1 and got 11.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah, but
If
still in
Alvina
that
gets
one.
a nat 1, she gets a -1. Actually, no, it's 0, because I got +1 to saves.
Oh god, there's another in that room.
All right, let me describe what you see when you come in here.
Yeah.
This appears to be some sort of armory. There we go, that's the right word. With arsenal in it.
Yeah.
First thing first, you see on the far side of the room, with a large, heavy crossbolt in its shoulder, is another one of these glossy-eyed, what you've come to recognize as psychic zombies.
Yep.
Embedded into the wall and just like occasionally just shuffling against it, trapped, unable to move.
Yep.
On the floor is a what appears to be a unconscious or dead person, it's hard to tell, who's just lying on the front with a small pool of blood around their exterior.
Cool. And obviously, see a tear, don't look in the corner.
See, Tara, don't look in the corner.
What's the thing
What would you like to do?
there? Does it look? It looks like there's something there. Is that like a table? Or is that the pool of blood?
Who knows? You'd have to get closer to investigate. It's on the opposite side of the body.
Oh, okay.
It's also technically underneath the body.
Yeah, okay. So I can see there's something under the body, basically.
Yeah, you can see like the lip of something, but
Okay. Well, Alvina is going to walk into the room. Chainsaw raised.
Were you
What's,
following them?
yeah. Why are you doing this? What's everyone else doing? Move your minis on the map. Lou, who would you like to be with? Who do you feel safest to go along with?
You say one of those people may be unconscious?
There's
Well,
a
I
giant
more meant,
pool of blood.
do you want to follow Alvina into the fray or stick back with Zormir at a safe distance?
Because me and Point
I'm
are
gonna put
very,
you with Zormir for now.
Yeah.
very slow right now. Anyway,
that's
Yeah,
probably
we're
better.
taking our time.
You'll go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Alvina. You enter the room. What would you like to do?
Well, Alvina's going to step up and swing the chainsaw down just as she gets into range.
Okay, go ahead and make me attack. It still hilariously technically has an AC.
26 for a lot of damage.
Yeah, you hit the zombie and you hit the landmine underneath the zombie.
Perfect!
Alvina
Do I
just
think-
goes flying backwards.
Well. Shit.
Right, give me a dexterity
How
saving
much
throw.
damage
Luckily-
is this?
I can see it.
We'll find it in
though.
a second, but you do have a chance to jump backwards with the explosion to kind of minimize some of it. Which is good because it's 106 damage.
Is it fire damage, by the
Oh
way?
shit!
No, it is a concussive force grenade or
Cool.
landmine.
Oh, wait, would this have technically have caused an initiative roll? Even vaguely.
No, it's a trap.
Okay.
That's what happened.
21.
End of the month.
21 would be. Yep, nope, that succeeds.
Yeah.
You managed to just
doesn't track.
Backflip out the worst of the landmine.
yeah, however you want to imagine
I
this.
frame it.
You take 53 force damage
Ouch.
as you are just flying back. And fuck you, since you appear to be in the doorway. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you as well. This time at advantage because you will have a little bit of time before Alvina smacks into you.
That's a 24.
24. Just the moment there's a little tingle in your back as your goblin immortality senses kick in, and you sidestep behind cover,
As everyone
and you watch as Alvina comes shooting out
slams.
and hits into the wall.
Probably cracking the wall because of how much damage I just took.
That's fair. That's fair. You take 7 more non-magical bludgeoning damage as you smack into the wall and crack the wooden paneling behind it.
Would you like to all know something hilarious, by the way? Still
Half
over
health,
100
yeah.
health. Still over 100 health.
Still over 100. Damn.
Yep. Ow! I unembed myself from the wall.
That
That's
didn't
smart.
sound pleasant.
You just heard a boom and then crash. You're around the corner. You
What
saw
the-
Alvina.
That's what Lou was going to do.
You saw Alvina go around the corner. I'm about to say the rented existence disappeared. Damn. That was one hell of a landmine.
Yeah. I was like, I wanna do a little fucking explosion because you triggered the trap, and that's hilarious to me.
Yep.
Let's do free.
You said earlier that one of those psychic zombies had studded leather on.
Had.
Yeah, studded leather.
I would like to take it, please.
Oh, it's the one
We've
that's
still
in
not
a.
got new armor back.
It's the one that's in a mulch over here.
You'd
I
have to
forgot
step.
about it earlier.
Yeah.
Don't wanna
It,
go in there. Alvina, roll me a d3.
D3. Oh, also, by the way, Lou, remember you're a sorcerer now. You can't. Actually, no. You by the sounds of it, you've gained 1 level of cleric, so maybe you can wear armor. Actually,
You gained 1 level cleric.
pretty sure
Yes.
that's a cleric ability. Yeah.
Congrats. Okay, interesting. 1, 2, and I guess 3. Roll me another d3.
Yeah.
This is a nested nest because this is a complicated one.
1.
1. Ooh. Okay. How do I want to interpret that? Ooh. You know what? I'm going to let the players decide. Because I think that's hilarious. So here's the second mechanic of this whole thing.
Yep. Breach.
Those twisted webs were actually connected back into the tear. And could actually had one of the weave strands, or at least one of the non-dead weave strands, connected in amongst it.
Oh.
And when you accidentally destroyed it, you broke one of the weave strands in this localized area that was responsible for a particular rule.
Okay.
And this one was a weave strand from the Gravitas. It was a Gravitas strand.
Okay.
And in particular, it was one of the sub-strands that governs the laws of gravity in this area. Which law of gravity would you like to remove from the game?
Oh.
In this area.
Inertia.
Okay.
Inertia. That's a law of gravity,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. For that, I'm just going to remove resistance.
Yeah.
Cool. As suddenly you all quickly find that everything is now entirely frictionless.
Yep.
Oh, joy.
That sounds fun, right? That's immediately what I thought. That sounds hilarious.
Well, I guess being half speed isn't an issue anymore.
Nope. It is 0 speed because no friction.
And
Or
for
all the
simplicity, I want these
speed.
to be really like minor micro rules that make up for thousands of different rules.
Yep.
I'm going to specifically just do this on basically main terrain,
Yeah.
so I don't have to worry about you guys not being able to actually hold any items.
Yeah.
And also it's the closest like game mechanic.
Yeah.
So it will only be the floors and the walls, and technically the ceiling, I guess, then, that have had their friction removed, so they are entirely just slippy surfaces.
Yeah.
Items, objects, people, they all still have it intact because that's slightly different strands. If you destroy a couple more, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hilarious.
What the hell? What?
But yeah, you all find yourself
That's
unable
happening.
to, effectively, you're all on ice all of a sudden.
What the hell's going on? What did you do?
I blew up a
What?
landmine.
And
You
That's
did
it.
what?
A gravity landmine?
Didn't think it was. Alvina,
Why
by the way, is gonna dig her claws, because she's got them, because she's got clawed hands and feet, into the ground and try and, like, see if she can, like, get some purchase if she just digs in.
You
yeah, because
attempt
you
to.
have to try and stand
And-
up still.
You attempt to, but you find that you just slip right
Yep.
past it. Because unfortunately,
Yeah,
that's a friction reaction.
exactly. That's what I was going. Oh, well, shit.
So you're unable now to damage hilariously the floors and walls.
Made everything technically invulnerable from concussive forces, at least, from any sort of physical damage.
How are we going to fix this?
I don't know what I did.
What was in the room?
Weird tear, a bunch of cobwebs, couple of zombies, a landmine. Oh, also an armory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jones. Oh,
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know of any gravity affecting grenades or anything?
This isn't an
Oh
elite.
boy, do I? That was one of my majors back at the academy.
Anything that would do this?
Ooh,
No.
I've just thought of something, Chris.
Yeah.
Alvina's gonna pull out her gravity sword.
Okay.
Can she interact with objects with that? Like, can she, like,
Interact
put
with
a dent
objects.
into the... Can she push it slightly into the ground?
It's like I'm double checking the
The
basic laws of reality and how these are supposed to interact with each other.
Yeah, because another law of gravity, so I'm wondering how it's going to
Oh.
interact with this particular one.
Why did I have to base this entire world based on like actual coding practices? And I gotta figure out which object interacts with what and what overrides what.
Yeah.
Technically, the sword overrides the base law. So yes, actually, the sword would have superiority when it comes to authority in this matter.
Hell yeah!
So, since it still has its gravity effects, it is able to do that.
Cool.
And also because you didn't actually break the effect between the archons of objects.
Yeah.
So it still registers, so that's fine.
Cool. So yeah, well, Alvina can move around, basically, because she's going to be just, like, skiing with the sword. She's going to be rowing around with it. Well, I figured out a way to move.
Ali, did you actually have to run it actually on 9?
Not on 9, just soonish.
No,
Okay.
but fair, we are coming towards that because
Yeah.
that's a really great
Yeah.
like cliffhanger of
Yeah.
like I've introduced the main mechanics of this arc,
Yeah.
which is psychic zombies, and oops, there goes gravity.
There goes gravity.
It also should be
First
noted
Hang on.
that these are just the laws of reality that you broke while here, and notice the difference. What
Yeah.
laws of reality are already broken in this area?
Yep.
Yeah, consider Arcanite. Bob quite thinks he knows what's going on. The character's not quite twigged because he's not got enough information.
Mm.
I think I might have twigged a couple of things, but yeah. In
Yeah.
the Wrecking Forge base.
Yes. With that, that is where we're going to end for today.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. Tune in next time as Alvina sets off more gravity. Well, it's not even gravity, more false compulsion.
Reality problems.
Reality problems, but
bombs.
also just detonates more landmines.
Yep. Well, now I know they're
Yeah.
a landmine, so I'm gonna shoot them instead.
That's fine.
Yeah, because that makes all the difference.
Yeah. Are the other
There's
zombies
actually
in
a
that room?
story
pretty-
as to
Oh, there's
why
a-
there's severely a landmine there.
Yeah. Are the zombies in that room dead, by the way?
Well,
Jake,
not the
Luke.
one that was pinched to the wall. It's actually it's half burned and half destroyed. I'm pretty sure some of its limbs are come off, but it is crawling across the floor. By which I mean it is now sliding like a penguin across the floor.
Because Alvina's gonna be
Up.
rowing up to it with the gravity sword, with the chainsaw in the other hand.
No, don't do that.
That's-
If it's still vaguely alive, so don't kill him.
Why?
Why?
I have a thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Apparently they have a thing. But yes, with that, thank you all for playing. Tune in next time, and good night.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Out of mind.
Cool. That was a lot of fun. I'm really curious as to what I'm gonna fuck up else. Otherwise, I'm
Yeah.
excited for this
The
one.
rest of the party can do that too.
Yeah, but it's gonna be me. We all know it's gonna be me.
Rather than the point.
Yeah, don't worry, this will be all Alvina's fault
God
for once.
damn.
I might still.
Possibly. But yeah, that's what we got time for today, because the point's gonna go, actually. So, thank you all. Tune in on Monday where we're doing the next tier list for Pokemon. I don't know which one I'm doing. I haven't planned it yet. Maybe fighting Aaron, I don't know. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Have a fantastic evening this one. Keep playing video games, keep answering you guys at the best one on Twitch. Enjoy your weekend. Have a lovely time. Thank you, Chris, for GMing. Thank you all for playing. It's a fun time. See you around. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.